Oh gosh. I did a little short to tell you I was going to be late with the cuckoo clock, so maybe you saw it. Let me see if I can find where the live is. What a crazy day, though. So many things going on. Alex was on this stand all day, and I think it took... Who was the one in here that said, 100% Alex will not take the stand? You're wrong, right? And plus, tomorrow... Wait, today is Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, yeah. And I've got more points. Tomorrow is Friday. He'll be on the stand again, and the defense attorney... Poodleland wanted to put one of their experts on because they're here and the cross is probably going to last until, over the weekend. And it's not fair because they have to pay extra money to keep the experts in town. And the judge said, no, I don't want to break up the prosecution's cross. I don't want to break it up. So, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be all day tomorrow or whatever, but... Then Harpoodleland said, well, why are we even going? This is a murder trial, isn't it? What are we going? So we're all into just the financial stuff and this and that, yeah. But no. I'm trying to get to, hold on a minute. I'm trying to get to the chat here. Apologize. Okay, let me see here. Let me get to... So, they said that his sister's brother was going to be on the stand, but it wasn't, right? Alex, freaking out. And when he was on, he called Paul Pawpaw, which I've never heard that in any of the documentaries anybody even mentioned that. I've heard they said they call Buster Bus, but I never heard Paw Paw. And the way he kept saying it was a little crazy. And then the prosecutor said, you don't even call him Paw Paw, right? No, I call him Paw Paw. I watched Buster during this when he was saying my son's brain was out, and it was just surreal the way he was talking up there. Then he got up to get tissues and could he have a water, and then he talking about his badge. It was mostly because the defense is going to ask him all the right questions, but let's talk about the prosecution. They're like, well, what about the badges you had? Well, did you have a badge in your pocket? Did you just happen to have a badge in your pocket that night? I don't remember. Do you normally keep it in there? Do you, and then he was like, no. So did you put it in there so they would see it and let it just hang out? Well, those don't have Velcro on the side of the pocket. The paw thing, yeah. It was killing you, Christy? Total manipulation towards the jury, yeah. And Mags, Mags, Paw. What else did he? But then he was like, well, maybe. I'm not saying that I didn't put the badge there like that, but I don't really remember doing that, but I'm not saying that I didn't do that. Do you think, what did they say? Not distinguished. Do you think, he goes, well, do you think I was a big shot? Is that what you said? Do I think I was a big shot? No, I don't think I was. Does your family think you were a big shot? No. Did you live a luxurious lifestyle? Well, what does luxurious lifestyle mean? Did you live it with other people's money? Yeah, it was just, and then he kept saying, I did steal their money, I did do this, but I don't remember what I said. And how long did you, whatever his little spiel was, how long did you rehearse that? I didn't rehearse that at all. And what else did he say? That, about all the money that they stole. And then he, oh gosh, what was I? I was going to tell you something else, and I just lost my train of thought here. Money, this little spiel. Sure, it'll come to me in a second. Hi, Linda Uribe. You feeling okay? He is just the dogs are having fun. Hi, Chrissy. I got confused because I know that's what I was going to say, because it almost sounds like in the South they call the grandpas paw, right? So it was confusing.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about his father or something at first.
When people were saying, and they're like, well, who's Paw? And I've never heard he said that Maggie would call him Paw is there, Paw. So, but I don't know. That was weird. But there was something else I was just going to tell you about. Carolyn has officially derailed. No, I was just going to say something. When he said about the badge, the 2 badges, the solicitor, that he thought he was hot stuff. He lived a luxurious lifestyle. Let's say. There's something else I was going to say. Guys, come on.
Dogs are really going at it.
They're playing because everybody's running around outside still. I know. There was a delivery. It appears that he stole money from every single settlement. Yes, and he did. That's what I knew I was going to tell you. He said, yes, that was me down at the Kennels. I lied to Dave Owens. Why did you lie to Dave Owens? Because I have an opioid addiction and I was paranoid. Right? Thank you, Al. Celebrate the first super chat from Al. It's not your first one. Look at it says. I never saw that before. Look at that. That's a new thing, but it's wrong. It says celebrate the first super chat from Al Cassie.
Oh, that's really nice, Al. I wonder if mine will do that.
I know, but it doesn't do that. She's not the first one. That must be a new thing. That's weird. Okay. That was the I love you last night. Oh. Anyway, so he said that, and that was weird, right? That he lied to them. That is his voice. And he admitted being there. The dogs don't like Alex either, High Speed Drifter. So, then the little bit of levity was when they're talking about the guinea hens, and he's like, and sometimes they stun them, and you just put them somewhere for a chicken to do whatever it is a chicken does. Thank you, Nicole Griffith. It didn't say anything about you. How did you get it to say that, Al? Did you press something special? Thank you for being a deputy rambler for 33 months. That's so funny.
I know, right? Weird.
You can use Alex's paranoia for why he murdered his family. Yes, but he did not murder his family. First they asked, did you shoot your son in the chest? Did you blow your son's brains out? Which I think is really like the defense, some of the stuff they say. And they're the defense, right? And did you shoot Maggie in the torso? Did you shoot her? No. And then he says, I did not kill my son or my wife. So, yeah, that was really something else. And then he had his, nose dripping. I thought he had his glasses down, it was driving me crazy. They were just about ready to fall off. And I was saying, what is he doing? And then when he put his head down, you saw this stuff fall. And I said, are those tears or is that his nose? But now, with the pictures, that was his nose that was leaking. So, yeah. And did you notice a lot of I don't know if anybody noticed this. In the gallery, did you notice that the people, like Buster, too, had the middle finger up like this?
Yes, I saw that. They were all
and so did another person. They went like this. I kept seeing that. They kept doing that. Did you guys see the people in the gallery?
Yeah.
That's crazy. They were getting him all softened and worked up so he could cry on the stand. Yeah. Alex really cared about those people he stole from. Right? He couldn't remember what he said to them, and he was very up. He didn't want to get Lafitte in any trouble, and what was the other one? He didn't want to get in any trouble. Thank you, Janae Ann. He didn't want to get them in any trouble. me see what some of they're all riled up because Jimmy has all the lights on and he's running in and out of the house over there, so they are all riled up and they've been out in the snow playing. Now they're wrestling. Sorry, guys. Jasper? Okay, let's see here. I want to get to this. Come on. Okay. So Creighton Waters asked specific questions about his thefts from clients over the years. Oh, that was the other thing. He kept saying, how many times do you practice that answer before your testimony today? Murdaugh said he did not rehearse any of his responses, but has continually repeated some variation of, I was wrong. I stole their money. The prosecution's cross-examination focused at this point on his lies to legal clients in moving at a painstaking pace compared to the questions by the defense lawyers, and he was trying to get through it quickly. And Waters said, we're not going to get through it quickly. I'm going to ask you all these questions. You can answer them. We're not. I know you want this to go quick, but it's not. So he constantly wanted it to go quick. Every single one of these, you had to sit down and look somebody in the eye and convince them that you were on your side when you weren't, correct? Murdaugh kept saying he did steal money from many people, is embarrassed by it, I misled them, I did wrong, he said.
I thought they spent too much time on the financial. And also, I thought...
No, he's true, but he's trying to show that Alex... look at all of these people that he's told, all these people that had losses and, cases. And this is what he told them. He sat down with them and they trusted him and he stole their money.
Right,
And it wasn't just, $1,000. We're talking about millions of dollars and he couldn't even remember, the $1 million loans he had. He couldn't even remember these. He couldn't even remember them. That he had so much money that was running through his hands. Oh, I'll trust you if you said that. That's what he said.
They found him to be a cheat, a liar, thief, con man, and a jerk, but not a murderer today. And they wasted the whole day.
It's not wasted.
Or they could have got something in.
No, they're going to use tomorrow. They want to keep him there. They have a tactic for what they're doing. They want to keep him there. But they want this to be out there about how many people he screwed over. And he can't even remember what he said to them.
Well, I want to see it tomorrow.
Let's see. What they do here. Let's see what they... And he talked about how the family dominated the legal landscape for a century. He asked him about if he had tracking data from cars. And they're trying to make it suggest that Alex may have an inside knowledge of the legal world that made him think he could get away with murder. They talked about the check he pocketed that he was supposed to give over to the law firm. Yes, I stole money. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I lied to Dave Owens about the kennel. But, didn't kill my wife and son. So, he admitted to all that. I'm going to take a poll because I know that Hillbilly said that, oh, the polls were high. I've seen the polls going lower for him. So I want to take a poll here. Oh gosh, look what's going on here. Linda Uribe, we're in our third blizzard in 4 degrees. We start a new blizzard tomorrow. Not heard of in Fawnskin, California. We lost power a day and a half with no heat or water. Oh gosh. Are you okay, Linda? Sharon's without power too until maybe Sunday, but she went to a friend's house. But they're not going to get their power back until Sunday. I hope you're okay, Linda. You guys have power now? I hope so. And thank you, Farm Wife, the best community on YouTube. Thank you, Farm Wife. Appreciate that. And thank you, Nicole. Okay, wow. He doesn't recall anything negative, but remembers every date and time of career accomplishments. Yeah. Is my trip close to where the murders happened? They happened at Moselle. I don't know how far we are from Moselle, Folly Beach. Did you see drone footage of brother and someone else, I forgot who, taking rifles out of the house and putting them into a car trunk? Did you watch the documentary on Netflix? Because they did that about a car crash Paul was in. They quickly went and got the stuff out. So they do the cleanup crew when something happens. So I didn't see that footage. It might be in stuff that I have. Is that from the Discovery? I probably have to go through stuff if it's in there. Prosecutors making a point with the financial crimes that Alex could look the clients in the eye and lie to them. Exactly, a heart made wise. That's exactly what he's doing. You're supposed to be on their side. You looked at them. You told them that. Yes, jury, watch out. Okay, he can look you in the eye and make you think he's on your side, and he's not on your side. Oh, Ann Rose, I sent you a PayPal request for your shell. I have it all packed up and ready to go. I don't know if you saw it in PayPal, but please let me know if you don't see it in your PayPal. Okay? Thank you. The guy who found... Oh, okay. No, I don't watch other channel. I just don't even have time to watch other channels on this case. And I like to have my own perspectives, but I didn't see that, no. Let's see. I have seen... You haven't seen it, little lady? You should have watched it last night with us. I fell asleep again, though, on the third part. I missed the third part. I've got to finish watching it. I've got to finish watching it. They spent a lot of time on finance. Yeah, but Elle, it's for a reason. It's not just finance. It's all about the relationship with him and the people, and let the jury see that this guy will look you right in the eye and lie to you. Very, there's a method to that madness. Let me see here.
Always a method, Al.
Mm-hmm.
And Rose put a message in. She saw it, but she doesn't have PayPal.
Oh, you don't have PayPal? How do you want to pay? Just take that amount there that's in PayPal and PayPal, pay me anyway. If you're going to send me, something, just send it. I don't know. What do you have? Do you have Cash App? How do you pay? Let me know how you want to pay for that. I don't know how you want to pay for that. If you want to send me something, I can send you my address or something. High Speed Drifter, thank you. Everyone hug your dogs and cats. Alex is evil. They're good. They're just playing. They're puppies. They're only 6 months old. They like to mouth each other and wrestle. Okay. So let's see what else we can learn. Okay, so here's some of the quotes from Alex on the stand today. Let's see what we got. I would never intentionally, this almost sounds like President Clinton, do anything to hurt either one of them. That was something, I would never intentionally do anything to either one of them. That is another one, like, it's as good, how's your relationship with your son? As good as it can be. There's a lot you can read into that. As my addiction evolved over time, I would get in these situations, these circumstances where I would get paranoid thinking. That was regarding why he lied about the dog kennels. Oh, and the other thing he said, that he 100%, he wanted to get Maggie's phone away from his vehicle. That has to be wrong, that? Yeah. He said that they had dinner. Maggie fixed a plate for both of them. They sat down and they ate, and then they ate in the den. And she said, do you want to go down to the dog kennels? And he said he didn't, because he was hot and sweaty and he had taken a shower and changed. But as things happen, he will always go and do what Maggie said eventually. So he took the golf cart and went down to the kennels. And then explained the whole chicken thing, and then said he left there. And that he lied because of what he said about he didn't know, and he didn't trust SLED. He doesn't trust them. He said, here's what, about that he said, he felt he had to continue when he started that lie. Oh, what a tangled web we weave. Once I told a lie, and I told my family I had to keep lying. Throughout his testimony, he called his son Paw Paw, his wife Mags, though he never used those interviews in any of the he never used those names in any of the interviews he did, and that's what the prosecution pointed out. In any of the 3 interviews you did, you never called him Paw Paw or Mags. Another quote from him, I'm not quite sure how I let myself get where I got. I battled that addiction for so many years. I was spending so much money on pills. And then Murdaugh eventually said, when Waters said to him, and I quote, we heard about it in a very academic paperwork manner, but in every one of these, you had to sit down and look someone in the eye and convince them you were on your side when you were not. And Murdaugh said, there were plenty of conversations where I looked people in the eye and lied to them. So, smarten up, jury. And about, let's see, okay, so prosecutor brought out 2 badges that were and entered them into evidence. One was Murdaugh's grandfather's badge after he retired, and another that he said he considered to be his badge. He testified that he usually keeps them in his car, and that while he did not consider himself law enforcement, he carried a badge as a volunteer assistant solicitor for 2 decades. Waters pressed him on how he used the presence of the badge to influence a desired outcome with law enforcement. He presented a photo of Murdaugh with the badge hanging out of his pocket at the hospital on the night of the fatal boat crash involving his son Paul, even when he testified he was not acting in an official capacity. And he said, and I quote, I guess I would want, as I said, a badge has a warming effect with other law enforcement. If I was seeking any advantage, as you say, then I guess that would be what it was. Murdaugh also testified that he installed blue lights on the law firm's vehicle that he drove. He admitted to stealing millions of dollars from clients in his law firm. And he said, and I quote, "I admit candidly in all of these cases, Mr. Waters, that I took money that was not mine, and I shouldn't have done it. I hate the fact that I did it. I'm embarrassed by it. I'm embarrassed for my son. I'm embarrassed for my family." So, let's see. So they'll begin again at 9:30 in the morning. He talked about how he asked Cousin Eddie to shoot him. And he said, did you do that to make him, what did they say, to make him, because you felt sorry for yourself? He said not to get the pills from him anymore, and instead I asked him to shoot me. When asked to clarify, he said, "I meant for him to shoot me so I would be gone." He said about Maggie, and I quote, "She didn't grow up in the swamp and in the country riding four-wheelers and hunting and fishing." But he said when she had 2 sons, she became a boy's mom. She threw herself into the boy's life. She could put on the most elegant ball gown and go to the governor's mansion and hang out with, the most affluent people, whatever, or she could come down to, she could go to a food bank in Hampton or Walterboro and fit in with everyone at both places, he said. "I would never hurt Maggie, ever." Let's see. Okay, about the family. Murdaugh testified that he and his family went to a restaurant often, but denied conducting any searches of it that night. So I guess he went to Whaley's, where he said, "I'm assuming it was in my search history, pulling up the restaurant, and obviously was trying to call people or dialing, and I hit that. I wasn't doing any Google searches." And then the defense asked him about a call he placed to a videographer that night, which also showed up in the data removed from his phone, and he denied calling them. And he said, "Obviously, they're unintentional. I mean, I'm doing something with my phone, trying to call people, but I'm not trying to call those people. I'm not doing a Google search for any Whaley's restaurant, and I'm certainly not reading any texts." The defense lawyer, Jim Griffin, asked him, "Did you get on your shirt high-velocity blood spatter from being within the distance of shooting Maggie or Paul?" He said, and I quote, "There's no way I had any high-velocity blood spatter on me. I have seen reports that said that. I was nowhere near Paul and Maggie when they got shot." They played the 911 call. They had stopped it. They kept asking him questions. They asked him about that here thing, if he was talking to somebody. He said there was no one there. He called Rogan, Roro, another. He testified that he called his brothers Randy and John along with Rogan. And I quote him saying, "Rogan's house was like, I don't know, as the crow flies, maybe 2.5 miles, maybe 3 miles. I mean, Rogan was like family. I just wanted somebody to be out there."
Snow remover is asking if you remember on the 911 call, he lied to them about not being at the kennels before he ever spoke to SLED, so that blows his paranoid excuse.
Oh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
After finding, let's see here, he said, and on the 911 call, he said, "I'm going back to my house just to get a gun, just in case." He testified that he retrieved a gun that was lying on the pool table. It would have been the place I came to. I knew I was just grabbing the first gun I could get. When about that gun. Oh, and he said about putting the 2 different kinds of ammo, that if he did that, he must have been so, frazzled that he did it, because he would never do that. And he knows you don't put, 16 gauge in a 12 gauge. At one point in the 911 call, he says, I should have known. They asked him about that. And he said, and I quote, he got the most vile threats. I mean, the stuff that was on social media, I mean, it was, you couldn't believe it. You couldn't believe it. It was so over the top. Truthfully, we didn't think anything about it. I mean, it was so crazy, people were talking about what he was going to get and how they were going to do this and get him. We disregarded it. It was so over the top. Thought it was so over the top. When he talked about the bodies, he said, I saw what y'all have seen pictures of. After returning to his house, after visiting his mom, he said he thought his wife and son would have been back by the time he was. He assumed they were still at the dog kennels where they were earlier in the evening, so he went back there. But he said that he went back and see if she was taking a bath and stuff before he did that, which there's not a lot of time, according to the data they got from his phone in his car. He said he's not positive, but he thinks he tried to call them before driving to the kennels. When he arrived on the scene, he saw their bodies, and he says, I think I jumped out of my car. I'm not sure exactly what I did, but I know that I got out of my car. I know I ran back to my car. I called 911. I called 911. I was on the phone with 911 and trying to tend to Paul. I was trying to tend to Maggie. I just went back and forth. Paul was so bad. At some point, I know that I tried to check him for a pulse. I know that I tried to turn him over. I could see his brain laying on the sidewalk, he said, and that he didn't know what to do. And he tried to turn him over, and he grabbed his belt loop, and that's when the phone popped out of his pocket, and he picked it up and he put it back on top of Paul. He says he thinks he touched Maggie near her waist, but he wasn't sure. About going to the parents' house with Maggie, he said she wasn't planning on going with me that night. Maggie really didn't like to visit my mom. She used to love to visit my dad, and she loved to spend time with my dad, and she spent a lot of time with my mom when my mom was healthy. But by this point, she was a shell of her old self, and it was kind of sad to go and visit her anytime. She just wasn't healthy, and Maggie didn't like to go there and just visit my mom. He said he tried to call her on the way back from his mother's house twice, but she didn't answer, and he left her a text. He said he did not find that unusual. Sometimes when she was with Paul, she had spotty, or could have, she didn't answer, she had spotty cell service. Oh, he said that when he talked about the nieces, and then that Maggie had a really bad time with her pregnancy. She got in trouble with, that's what he said, she got in trouble with Paul. Paul got in trouble, meaning, trouble with the birth and everything. So they decided they would just have the 2 boys. And so she put her whole life into that. Let's see. He said about his son, you could not be around Paw, and could not be around him and not have a good time. Were you close to Paul? Asked Jim Griffin. He said you couldn't be any closer than Paw and I. Then Buster and I were and are. Let's see. He said after his son and him had gone around the property and everything, it was hot. I just had a shower. I knew that I would end up doing more work and sweating. That's why he didn't want to go down to the dog kennels. This is what he said. And the dogs, always a chaotic scene. I just didn't want to go right then and there. I know that Paul was at the house, he said, or somewhere around the house doing something, but he wasn't in there with Maggie and I. But Maggie wanted to go to the kennels, and I had eaten dinner. I laid back on the couch where I was sitting, and Maggie wanted to go to the kennels, and she asked me to go. He said Paul was nearly done eating by the time that Alex started his dinner. He was always on the go, he said. So when what he said when he kept asking him, did you shoot your wife here? Did you shoot your? He said, I didn't shoot my wife or my son anytime ever. That's what he said. And before that, they had Nolan Tootin on. He was the first witness. He was a friend of Paul's. He talked to him every day. He saw him like every couple of days. He was, I think, 4 years older. He was Buster's age. Considered Paul a little brother to him, and said that. What the heck did he? What was really there's really not much in that. Just kind of almost like a character witness for how Paul was and Maggie and what's his name, Alex. They were like family. Maggie was like another mother. Just it seemed like more character stuff and about that. It was really not much about anything. Alex was the whole day. All right, let me see if who wants to talk about this. Okay, so let's see what Chad has to say. God bless whoever's sneezing. All right. All right. So let me see. The stand because he's a narcissistic liar. Lay down on the couch while his phone walked around. How does that happen? Yeah, I know, Slam. He explains too much when he wants to do this. Linda can't stand this man. He tried to discuss solid FBI evidence. Paul was so bad, Alex was concerned about putting his phone back. She is still alive. What? Who, Slam RN? He will be found guilty. It can be seen as lying. He was trying to make it look like there were 3 shooters. How is he trying to do that, Slam? How was he trying to make it look like there were 3 shooters? Tell me. Are you saying because of the ammunition that he loaded in the gun? No, but that would have been, they said that if that would have been fired with 16 gauge in there, that would have been dangerous. So, let's see what else. He's psycho, Linda Uribe says. Why do you think he took the stand? Well, because a lot of times they think that they're good liars and they think that, they'll help matters, and it never usually helps for them to take the stand. Why do people represent themselves? Ted Bundy. I don't, but they think that they're just not aware of just how bad it is or how bad it is. Yes. Who was the one in here that said 100%? He said yesterday 100% they're not going to take the stand. 100% they said. They said 100%.
It could have been me, but I don't usually say 100%, but I could have said that.
I don't think it was somebody. It was somebody in the chat, and they said 100%. They're not taking the stand. It might have been like Liz Tops or somebody.
I didn't think he was going to. I thought to myself, he'd be incredibly dumb to take the stand, and he took the stand. So I guess I don't know, he's incredibly dumb. It's going to backfire. It always does.
He's not self-aware at all, Janae said. Did I just see Kevin? Hello, Kevin.
Kevin was
Oh, wasn't
I
you
think, earlier?
It wasn't you, Liz Tops. I wonder who it was.
I have no idea.
Somebody said
I
it.
don't remember. I kept saying he would take the stand
believed
because
he
he
would take the
figures
stand. He
he's
believes
smarter
he
than
would get up.
everybody else.
I didn't. Well, the attorney advised him not to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He should have taken his attorney's advice.
Attorney advised him not to do it.
I said 100% he would, but his lawyer would advise him against it. I said because he has a big ego.
Probably Kevin. How come I can't see Kevin? Are you joking with me, Janae?
Kevin was here earlier, but I haven't seen him in a while.
Janae's talking to Kevin.
No way, really?
Look.
Yeah, she is.
I think she's trying to be funny. Janae, are you
Kevin,
trying to be
can block
funny?
us.
Janae, you can talk. You're on the panel, right? Oh, she's joking. Oh, okay.
I think you did a good job on the stand. You should take a poll.
Oh, that's right. I had to take my poll. I'll take a couple of polls now. The first one is going to be this one.
Oh, she is a joke.
I freaking forgot I was even on the panel. But yeah, I don't know who said that. I was just trying to get Kevin to come in. I thought if he read these comments that I'm punking him, he'd come in.
Twitter agrees.
Kevin hears
I
us.
put in.
He could be eating his dinner.
Do you think Alex testifying hurt his case or helped his case? Hurt it or helped it?
Well, and of course, it will matter a lot what it does to his case, how he handles himself tomorrow. But I think he's going to get a lot of coaching tonight from his attorneys, because there were some things that really hurt him that they'll probably be able to correct, just about his behavior. And I thought he was being rather argumentative.
I thought he owned the room sometimes.
Yeah, and that was his intent. Like, look at here, I'm the big guy in this room, and
Yeah.
I'll decide what questions I'm going to answer and how I'm going to answer them, not you.
Right.
Kind of like that attitude.
Okay, 61% so far say that it hurt his case, and 39% say it helped his case.
Not too bad.
Hurt it or helped it.
Yeah, it was a risky thing to do, Ann Rose. I do agree. It was risky for him to get up there, but I think like Carolyn says, he's not self-aware. He doesn't realize how arrogant he comes off. He thinks he can explain things away.
But that's why he was good
based
on the stand. But that's why he was okay on the stand.
Yeah, to some people, but then other people read it as, you know what? You didn't explain it away. You kind of looked like you were lying. It's weird, isn't it? Because to some people he came off as he was being sincere,
Well,
and other people he came off as lying.
but look, he lied about. Look, okay, so he said he lied about the kennels. He lied about to all these clients and these people that trusted him. But what makes you think he's going to tell the truth about anything, right? If his life is on the line, wouldn't that be even, right, the most, you know what I'm saying? He lied about all that stuff. Why wouldn't he lie if his life is on the line?
Didn't he have a badge on his belt?
He had it in his pocket at the hospital after the boat accident.
He certainly would lie.
If his life is, if he lied like then, why wouldn't he lie now?
Mm-hmm.
When his life is on the line. This is probably way more, right?
He's an admitted liar.
And he's saying he lies if he gets like, oh gosh, he doesn't trust SLED, so maybe he doesn't trust the court either.
Oh yeah, that was shocking when he said that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I was just so surprised when he said, I didn't tell the truth to SLED because I don't believe, I don't trust
this.
them.
I'm not, yeah.
Creators in the chat says his ego will be his demise.
LMNW said, I still don't feel that they can prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he committed murder, just my opinion.
That's how I feel.
Well, it ain't over yet, you know.
No. I'm not saying he's not guilty. I'm just saying I don't think they'll be able to prove it.
How'd your appointment go, Snow? Hope everything went well. Why isn't he outraged that they aren't searching for the real killer? Right, and why wasn't he more afraid that the guy could be
I
there?
lost the poll.
What?
I lost it. I lost the poll.
Oh.
Can't find it.
Refresh your page, it'll be there. He is shocking his brain every time he tries to stop and reason because he has so much lying in his brain.
Not bad, Paul.
Why is he having a hard time?
You know, he never did bring up the real killer, did he, Snow? I mean, kind of, sort of he did when he said, you know,
Oh, thank you.
there's Pawpaw has gotten
Thank
a
you,
lot
Nicole.
of threats because of the boat accident. That's
Hey,
really
Rototilicath.
all he said about the real killer.
I think he's guilty, but I don't know if he will be found guilty, Anne said.
How do we tell when the poll's over?
Yeah, his lawyer, I don't know, yes, I think his, lawyers do look tired. Rototilicath, I haven't looked for a new quote today, but, oh my gosh. Some good news. Let's see. Only takes one. All right, so let's see now. So 57% say he heard his case testifying. We'll find out tomorrow how the numbers change on that after his testimony tomorrow, and then
55-45. That's not bad.
Raptor's case.
I'll make my prediction about what I think is going to happen. Ellen,
Kind of even.
said it's either hung jury or not guilty. I think it's gonna be hung or guilty.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they can come up with not guilty.
And Linda Uribe says he will be found guilty, period. She's not taking any of
That
it.
right here.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, very good, very
and,
good.
And I'm gonna say hung or guilty. I'm leaning towards guilty because that's what I guess that's what I want to happen. But I think they showed the evidence, that he was at the scene of the crime. He had the motive, he had the means, he had the opportunity. He's there. He lied about being there when he didn't need to. He could have said he was there right from the get-go. He didn't. He tried to cover it up.
Yeah, why would he, I don't know.
He was afraid he'd think. I think hung. I wanted to be guilty, but I think hung. That reasonable doubt thing is going to save his butt.
Yeah, but it's not beyond all doubt.
Right.
It's
Beyond a
okay if they
reasonable
have
doubt.
a little teeny tiny doubt. It doesn't
I know.
have to be beyond all.
Mhm.
I know.
Okay.
Look at OJ.
Well, the OJ had a bunch of stuff going on, bless.
Yeah, I know. That was the exception, but
Casey Anthony, but
Yeah, we'll see how it goes tomorrow, Deborah. It'll be interesting, won't it?
Casey Anthony, guys. These famous trials.
well,
people
you
get-
should email me. I tell you, that's the kind of news it is.
Yes, closing argument. Oh my gosh, that'll be interesting.
But he doesn't.
Tomorrow
have
will be
any
interesting. Tomorrow.
voluntary reason.
Absolutely.
Right.
Right, there was no. Yeah, you're right. There was no life insurance for Paul or Maggie. It doesn't seem like much of a motive. It really doesn't.
No.
He could have gotten around it. Hi, Gretchen Blue.
Well, I kind of disagree with that there's no
What?
monetary
Hold on
reason because
Go ahead.
he was fixing to lose everything because of the lawsuit against Pawpaw.
It's cold out there, man. Dang.
The way
Right.
I understand it, Alex was gonna go down right along with Pawpaw.
But if he gets caught for the murders, he goes down for everything. There was always that chance.
Yeah, but they never think they'll get caught.
100%. Yeah, he
Right.
and that other house 50-50. Though I thought Edisto was also in her name as well. I don't know.
Yeah, but you never know.
It is. It is.
Yeah, but he says
Yeah.
it was. He said it was in both of their names, and I don't think that's what it was. Okay,
I
let's
don't
see.
know.
Now we'll have another poll here. Let's see.
See.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see.
We're just all speculating.
Okay.
You know?
I'm trying to think of what I want to say here. Do you?
Where's the evidence, folks? Bucky answered each other.
What? Bucky Ann's had a channel.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Do you think Alex will be found?
Yeah, it's been there. I just didn't have a computer for a really long time, so I sort
I
of
didn't know that.
stalled out, and I'm just starting it up again.
Nice. What do you do on your channel? Auction?
No, crafts.
Oh.
Let's see.
Now
what
I've
this
just been
one-
coloring.
55 say guilty. I appreciate the honest confronted his fraudulent his. I appreciated the honest people who confronted his fraudulent activities. Raiders.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's not easy to confront a Murdaugh in Hampton County. They put the fear of God in people.
Mm-hmm.
Those Murdaughs, they
Yeah.
to be the law. They were the law of the land. They could make people disappear. I mean, that's
Yeah.
what people were saying.
If he doesn't like
Yeah.
you, he can make you. Remember in Mommy Dearest, if she doesn't like you, she can make you disappear. We have to watch that one. My daughter and I watched that, and we knew every line. If she doesn't want, if she doesn't like you, look, Christopher. If she doesn't like you, she can make you disappear.
That was
Yeah,
what
these-
Christina telling the brother, right?
Yeah, when they go upstairs and she cut the boyfriend out of every picture. She really did that because I read the book. I read the book as a kid, like a 12-year-old, but she just cut every trace out of it. And then she had the one that she cut out of like the christening picture or something, and the little piece was still there. And she found it, and she's like, "Look, Christopher, if Mommy doesn't like you, she can make you disappear."
Gosh.
Yeah, it was horrible what she did to those kids.
You saw it recently?
Great
Yeah.
line.
And my daughter and I would always act out the one where she's racing the daughter in the pool. We would always race each other and then I'd go, "I'm bigger and I'm faster than you, and I will always beat you, Christina." And then she'd be like, "That's not fair, Mommy. You're mean." Oh, we loved that. We used to do all the scenes, and then I used to do the road whenever I was trimming the hedges outside. I would always be like, "Christopher," whether there were people around or not, "Christina, hurry up, grab the wheelbarrow, carry up all these branches, get them out of here. Box office poison." I love that movie. Oh my gosh, that is such a cult classic.
Remember what she said when she had the maid and her were down on their hands and knees and they were scrubbing
Yes,
the floor?
scrub. Get mad at. I'm not mad at you, Helga. I'm mad at the dirt. Now take this. Let's go. You and me together. Scrub, scrub. Then he comes in and she says, "Take your shoes off. I just polished that floor." And he says, "What about the socks?" And she says, "I can handle the socks." Mommy always wins, right? I'm bigger and stronger than you, and I will always beat you, Christina.
Oh my gosh.
That I'm not going to play with you anymore, ever. What did you just say to me?
43 to 57. 53 to 47. 58 to 46. No, 58 to 42.
Do you remember when she smacks Carol Ann across the face so hard when she was rehearsing those lines from Mildred Pierce?
Close.
And then Carol Ann's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Carol Ann."
I loved it when she took her daughter's place in the soap opera.
Oh
She's
my
supposed to
gosh,
bring
that
a
was
20-year-old.
horrible. And then girl's in the hospital, and she's just like, my character is 23 years old. Right?
Oh my gosh. She was playing a 23-year-old when she was in her 50s or 60s.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was crazy.
Crazy.
This ain't my first rodeo, fellas. Remember with the Pepsi Cola
Yeah.
people?
Oh, no.
Rodeo.
These
I hope
Pepsi
Sharon's
Cola.
okay. I miss Sharon. I hope she's okay.
She's okay. She just doesn't have her electricity, so she was staying at a friend's.
Yeah,
This ain't my first rodeo.
Fellas.
I'm thinking about her. She has to have candles. That stinks.
No, she's at a friend's house. He has electricity.
Oh,
Hmm.
oh, good.
No more wire hangers. How the other one is when that girl has that big birthday party, and she
Oh,
goes,
she made them give all the presents.
"Is that the present you like best?" Yes. Then that's the present you may keep. All the other ones we're gonna pack up. And then she's like, "But what about the bracelet?" And that was what the boyfriend gave her, right? That. Well, in this case, we'll make an exception. You may keep 2 presents. Now, where's the present for Christopher? And the kid's like, here. Remember what I told you about adopted children? Yes, Mommy, dearest. They're the best because they're chosen.
Oh my gosh.
When I told you to call me that, Christina, I told you to mean it.
Can't find the phone now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Oliver, no more wire hangers.
How many wire hangers do you have in this closet?
And, like those kids brought those wire hangers in the house.
Well, they came in from the dry cleaner, and it was their job to take them off the dry cleaning hangers and put them on the padded hangers.
Oh, was that it? Oh, okay. Yeah, most
Yes.
kids worry about that kind of thing.
Well, that's what Mommy said.
Oh,
And you remember the day that she saw the kid yelling at the dolls the same way she yelled at her? Like, you knew how important Mommy had to take a screen test today. Do you know how humiliating that is for Mommy? And you were bad, spoiled children. And then she goes down to go swimming, and she comes up, and all her dolls are gone. And the mother's just sitting there putting cream on her elbows. Remember that? And she goes,
Oh, yeah, the
Mommy,
cream.
Mommy,
Wrong.
somebody stole all my babies. And then she goes, oh, that's okay, darling. They were bad, spoiled children. And now you don't ever have to worry about them anymore. Right? Oh my gosh, she was so mean to do that, some of the stuff she did.
and it's a
Imagine
true
if
story.
people like that in the real world.
Yeah.
Wow.
And some of the stuff she did, like when she beat her up in front of that reporter who was doing the story on her. That really happened.
Oh,
The one
I
where
thought
she
you
came home from
beautiful
Chadwick's and the reporter's going, Christina, you've got so big and I can't believe this. You're in boarding school. She could tell them what else you're doing in boarding school.
oh my
And that's
gosh.
when Christina was going, why did you adopt me? And then she was like,
Yeah.
maybe I did it for the publicity. Oh no, I shouldn't have said that. Remember that? Oh my gosh. And then she's like strangling her on the floor. Oh my gosh.
I've forgotten a lot of parts
You never
of that.
saw it, Snow Remover? You should watch it. Oh my gosh. They have that guy, that director guy. He's like bald. He does all these like cult classics. He used to do like TV in a movie. He commentated on that whole movie one time. And he knew it like I knew it. And then it is so good. I would like to do that in a Zoom where we can show the movie and I can stop it and do some commentary on that. He did it on the whole thing.
Yeah.
Gee, I can't think of his name. Who remembers that guy? He's either
Was it Hitchcock?
no. He's very, very skinny. Very skinny and
Skinny.
bald.
What movies did he do? What kind, Carolyn?
No, he does like a lot of commentary, but he has to be some kind of a
Was he a film critic?
something like that. But
Rod Serling?
no.
Rod Serling?
And he did it on this whole movie, and like when she tells her like they've lost all their money, and Christina's crying, and then she goes upstairs and she has this really bonding thing with the mother, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna help you, Mommy, I'm gonna help you. And then she goes up to her bedroom and she's like, Mommy, Mommy, and she's in that chaise and she's like passed out drunk, and she's like, Carol Ann, and she goes, something's wrong with her. She goes, nothing's wrong with her, she's drunk again. And she goes, oh my gosh. And then she looks around the room and there's like 30 boxes of new shoes, and she goes, when did she buy these? And she goes, oh, just the other day, they were delivered today. And she goes, but she told me she was broke, we were broke. And she goes,
Oh my gosh, she's RKO.
you know, she's lying to you.
RKO.
Okay,
And who do you wanna know
60% say
who
guilty. Excuse me?
In the movie? Who do you want to know who
Oh,
is
it's
in
not.
the
It's
movie?
not in the movie. He's the guy that was he was commentating on it. I don't know who he is. Let me see. I'll find out. He looks very gaunt. He's very gaunt in the face. Like his cheeks are way sucking in, and he's bald, and he's like tall, very thin. Okay.
Yes, no, I think we need to do that. I
Okay,
really do. That'd be
guilty.
fun.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that would be fun.
They were biting each other.
Okay, so guilty is 60%, 15 say undecided, 15% say hung jury, and 8% say not guilty.
Oh, good.
I just got a call from my nephew. He was given a goat a couple of months ago. It just had twins. He is panicking, bless his heart. I told him to dry them off and let them be. The mom is just standing there. She just had twins? Aww. Does he have, where is he, little lady? Is it little lady? Is it warm? Don't know why they change things that aren't broken. What's going on? What happened? Who changed something?
This is like, guys, man.
I don't know what happened.
Come on, guys, what are you doing?
No hung jury.
Oh, you think it was John Waters that did the commentary?
I was going to say John Waters, you know, but I just said we have Creighton Waters. Am I thinking it? I think it is John Waters. I was going to say Waters.
Does he have a mustache?
Let me see.
right?
Let me see. Let me look up his picture. I was going to say that. I really was going to say that. And I said, well, I'm just thinking of John. Let me see.
Just weren't sure. But I know who John Waters is.
100% John Waters. Yes. Yeah.
It is. Oh.
Is he still alive?
Buckets, get him.
Oh, yeah, I believe so. Mm-hmm.
Grab him. I'll put him to the ground.
What
Yeah,
year
he's
was
fly.
You gotta help the girl. And we know.
Oh, he was born in 1946.
Oh my god. Oh.
Was he always that thin? He was, right?
That's a,
Yes.
that's a drop kick right there. He's getting drop kick. See that?
He was born in Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah, good job, Linda.
That's where most of a lot of his movies are filmed in Baltimore.
Yeah.
His movies are really, really, really weird, Carolyn. I don't think you would like them. I'm just saying. They're
Because
really
he did he loves Mommy Dearest. He loves it.
Really?
Oh,
I've never
yes,
seen it.
yes.
I've
You-
never seen
Oh,
it.
get that. We got to watch it then. Are you serious,
Oh,
Nicole?
heck.
It's a terrible movie.
You gotta
Terrible
do that.
movie. It's a great movie, El. Oh my gosh, I watched that. Oh, we watched that a lot. You don't like it?
Sad.
Sad. This one
Well,
negotiates.
yeah, well,
This
let's
one
do-
negotiates
let's
everything.
watch
Like
that.
a gosh
No
darn
spoilers.
Hollywood
no
agent.
spoilers, Al.
No, yeah, no.
No spoilers.
Is it really? Oh,
The way they
she
did the movie, you know, Faye Dunaway is so upset that she was in that movie because she's is identified so much with Joan Crawford. She says it, you know, it was a mistake because she couldn't get roles after.
Yeah.
But
Really?
she looked so much like her, and she was really the perfect one for the part. And then I love when Carol Ann is following Joan as she's jogging, and she's like, "Your fans should know what you do for them." And you can see Joan's got this sweat. She's wearing like this gray sweatshirt. They've got the sweat marks under her arms and on her back. And she's like jogging at a snail's pace, and Carol Ann's following in this big car. Oh my gosh. Or remember when she won the Oscar and she was sick at home and they're sitting there listening, and then everybody was outside her house, and then the little girl was out there just taking it all in, and the time she went nuts because the little girl was play acting in the mirror. Are you making fun of me? Are you making fun of me? No, I was just play acting like you do, Mommy. Yeah. And she really did that. She really did cut that girl's dress up and make her wear that for 1 week to school and say, "I don't like pretty things."
Sounds very stressful.
Yeah.
I actually loved Betty Davis and Joan Crawford in Whatever Happened to Baby Jane.
See, and I don't think I've ever seen that.
That is an incredible movie.
I think I might have seen bits and pieces
You have
of
to
it.
watch that then too.
Yeah.
That's a really, I mean, both of them were incredible in that movie.
Yeah, we'll have to have a whole, Oh, he made Serial Mom? I love Serial Mom, Nicole. I love Serial Mom. We should watch that again, too. I love Serial Mom.
I've never seen Serial Mom.
We're gonna have to watch that. We're gonna have to have a marathon of like, yeah. I love Serial Mom.
Was the movie called Female Trouble?
What movie?
The movie with the guy and the shoes?
Yes, that was Female Trouble. That's also a John Waters movie.
The Guy in the Shoes.
Yeah, it's
one where she
Divine.
got the shoes?
Divine. It's in
No,
that
that was Mommy Dearest, where she got the shoes.
No, female shoe.
No, it was Mommy
No,
Dearest.
it was. It really was. Elle's right. It's called Female Trouble. It's John
No, but it
Waters
really
movie.
was Mommy Dearest, Nicole, where she got what I'm talking about, where she got the shoes.
Oh, I know. I'm talking about Divine, though. That
Oh.
actress.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Mommy Dearest.
Okay.
Oh,
Never
gosh.
seen it.
I looked so long and I thought I found it.
Yeah, no.
Ah.
Okay, so I like Serial Mom, and he did Serial Mom.
Yeah, but all those other weird ones, like it's too much. It's crazy.
Okay, I'm trying to think. He did Hairspray?
Yeah, Hairspray.
Yes.
That's more mainstream. Yeah, Johnny Depp was in that, wasn't he? Oh, that was a new one.
Oh gosh, he did Seed of Chucky.
No, John Travolta was in it.
John Travolta was in the old. Yeah, John Travolta was in the new one, but the
He's
old
in the
one.
remake, yeah.
All right, so I like Serial Mom a lot.
And Faye Dunaway's in Serial Mom.
Is she?
His first short film was called Hag in a Black Leather Jacket.
Yeah, he did Pink Flamingo. He did Female Trouble.
Okay.
He did.
Do you know, and don't say the answer if you have been looking this up, but do you know what movie had a profound effect on his creative mind? I'm going to ask the chat. What movie had a profound effect on Jonathan Waters' mind?
Was
his
it
creative
his own
mind?
movie?
No, was not. It was a movie he saw when he was younger. Okay, and Lisa Hoban, some goats refuse to care for their babies. Oh yeah, he might have to feed the babies with a bottle. Hi, Lisa Hoban. Hi, Adventures
Gotcha,
with Sarah.
Dee.
I can't type it because I don't have the chat.
We've been talking about Mama
Oh, me
Dearest
too,
and Faye
Linda.
Dunaway.
I'm gonna write it in here.
Faye
What an
Dunaway is not.
incredible
Oh,
job.
Christy, you know she's not a nice person? Like, personally, you know her? Is she still alive, Faye Dunaway? I don't think so, right?
I think so.
You think she
Well,
is?
if we just talked about her, so let's
No, stop. Not
look it up,
Metropolis.
see if she's still alive.
I will. But I'm going to see if they get the right answer right now.
Let me think.
What
Oh,
movie?
Ian answered it.
What? No, it's wrong.
Right.
High
It's
speed
wrong?
drifters run.
I took a shot.
I say
Stays alive.
Frankenstein.
Maybe it was like an Alfred Hitchcock movie or something.
Think about
Okay, ask the
profound
question again.
effect
Ask
on
the
his
question
creative
again.
mind.
Ask the question again.
Well, you can't look, Al, if you've been searching around
I'm
because you're.
not looking. No, I went to the bathroom.
I know, but you've been searching around Jonathan Waters.
Oh, it's a Jonathan Waters question?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, just ask it.
But you probably saw it.
If I saw it, I won't answer, I promise.
What movie had a profound effect on his creative mind? She's 82 now?
I was gonna say Frankenstein.
Nope. Oh, Flow on the Go got it. Flow on the Go got it.
What was it?
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
Really?
I didn't read that.
Wizard of Oz. Yes, that's what it is.
Oh, Googling.
And
That's
here's
my
what
all-time
he
favorite
said.
movie.
Here's what he said about it. He said, "I was always drawn to forbidden subject matter in the very, very beginning. The Wizard of Oz opened me up because it was one of the first movies I ever saw. It opened me up to villainy, screenwriting, costumes, and great dialogue. I think The Witch has great dialogue."
Yes.
I hate that movie.
Really?
So scary.
The Wizard of Oz?
My daughter played the witch in a play in a theater that she worked at.
Scared me to death.
And she was actually like the graphic artist for the place, but the person who was gonna play the witch got sick 2 days before the play, so they asked my daughter to fill in. My daughter knew the movie word for word, so she was able to just step right in and do the whole
awesome.
play without any practice or rehearsals or anything.
Al, can I ask you, what scared you about the Wizard
The
of Oz?
flying monkeys, the witch, the whole deal, the tornado, the whole deal.
But there's a happy ending.
I don't know, I just didn't like it. I hated it.
You don't need wishes. You don't need to have wishes because it's within you. It's inside of you. The
You
whole
always
time.
had the power. You always had the power.
You always
But I gotta
did,
tell
Al.
you, what I love,
Just click your heels together 3 times.
what I love
Take me
so
back
much.
to Kansas.
What was
There's
one
no
of my
place like
favorite
home.
plays ever was Wicked. I loved Wicked so much as an adult.
I
Oh
saw
my
that
God.
too.
That
I
was
never saw
amazing
Wicked.
on Broadway. It was
It was
amazing.
on Broadway. It was good.
I heard it was really good and I never saw it.
I saw Shoshana Bean and I saw Kristen Chenoweth. They were fantastic. I can't stop thinking about it once I start. It was amazing. You wanted to jump out of your seat.
I took my son there for his 15th birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
I went with my ex.
That's amazing.
Oh,
Yeah, I have a confession to make. I've never been to the theater.
Oh,
Really?
no?
Except for once to see my friend perform, but that was it.
Oh, Nicole.
Yeah,
My
that's
daughter's
okay.
big
Oh, this
Broadway.
is funny.
They
Listen
pushed
to
me
this
for a
one.
while, so we used to do that a lot.
I want to take you.
Okay, that he made that, he wrote that book, Car Sick. That was because he said, "My life is so overscheduled. What will happen if I give up control?" And he went on a hitchhiking journey across the United States from Baltimore to San Francisco. And on May 15th, 2012, while on a hitchhiking trip, he was picked up by a 20-year-old, Brett Biddle, who thought Waters was a homeless hitchhiker standing in the pouring rain, felt bad for him, and drove him 4 hours to Ohio.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Carolyn, what year was this?
What? The hitchhiker?
Yeah.
2012.
And he didn't tell him, he just agreed with him. He just probably made
What
up
year?
that story.
What year?
2012.
You're kidding me.
No, why?
You have a lot of nerve.
Who has a lot of nerve? Oh, he does? Can you do the whisper about I can make you disappear, but like you mean it? Right.
Hey, to do that.
If she doesn't like you, she can make you disappear.
I can do a line from The Wizard of Oz that the Wicked
What?
Witch said.
Which one?
I'll get you.
I'll
my
get you, my pretty,
Your
and your
little
little dog too.
Who just said that? You took the words right out of my mouth. That
I
was
knew what you were
that
gonna
was
say.
the line I was gonna say.
You can still
because
do it,
That's my
Janae. You can
scariest
still
line.
do it.
My scariest line.
Just forget it.
Oh,
Don't be a
Janae,
diva
I'll do
now.
it
Don't be
again.
a diva now, Janae.
Come on,
That's my
Janae.
scary. Go ahead, Janae, say it.
I'll say it with me. I'll get you,
No.
my pretty. Come on, Janae.
Your little dog, too.
Who said that? That was really
Bucky.
good. That was really good, Bucky Ann.
Yeah.
No, that's what, you have to hear my daughter do it. She sounded exactly like the witch.
That was
I mean,
crazy. Can you do that again? I'm gonna mute so the dogs. Let me do that again.
Right. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
That was amazing.
Ah.
You're scary.
I like to have that on a little sound bite,
Oh
but I.
my God.
You're scary.
I can't
You should
stand
do theater, Bucky Ann.
Beautiful wickedness. Ah.
If
you
there's
guys
any
are
per-
like people. You guys are like people that I would be telling a joke, and because you heard the joke before, you would jump in with the punchline.
That's right.
Bucky
you're
Ann, you need to
gonna
do
say, Janae?
theater. You need to do theater.
Any line.
I did it in high school.
That was awesome.
That was really
That was really good.
You don't know my version of it, Nicole. So how could you girl that
Oh,
way?
no.
Do it.
Here, give this to that.
No, I'm not gonna do it. You ruined it. No,
Begging you.
no,
It was really
Begging
good.
you.
I'm not
She has
gonna
to-
do it.
She has to do it on her own time, Al.
Yes, now I can't do it. I'm so pissed.
Janae,
No,
I
she-
didn't know what line you were going to use. It's the whole movie.
She's
Come on.
kidding. She's kidding, Al. Not mad.
Okay.
I think that's what's
Oh
worrying
my
me.
gosh.
It's how to do it. These things must be done delicately.
You really
you'll
sound
hurt
like a
them.
witch, Bucky Ann. Mine was terrible.
Wow,
Mine
that was
was terrible.
amazing. Where I
I
forgot
did
what
my whole
channel I
entire
was on.
I
forgot
watched
what-
that movie every year from the time I was about 5 years old, right through until we got like a VCR and I was able to get the tape, which I was probably about 18. So I had seen it, 16 times before that, or
Oh, I love the Wizard
15
of
times
Oz.
before, whatever it was. And then I watched it. My daughter loved that movie and watched it every single day, like over a year. So I heard it
Wow.
constantly.
I watched it
Oh,
once. Was
That's
it-
how
Wow.
she.
The word for word. That's why
So it's
couldn't do play without rehearsals.
It's like
Play.
People's Hidden Talents on Mommy Ramblings vlog. That's amazing. That was really
should have
well
we should have a
done.
talent show.
We should have a talent show one night. Definitely. What is everybody? What is
I'll
everybody?
do
think?
it. I'll be
do
in
it.
it.
I'll
I'll
do
be
it.
in it. Yeah.
Now Bucky sounds like the witch all
You
the
already
time.
know Bucky Ann's in. Heck yeah.
Who else is in it? Bucky Ann?
Janae's gonna be in it too, but you just need to give her time to figure out what she's gonna do.
We can
Janae
do
will
a
be in
skit,
it.
yeah.
Are you in, Bucky
Yeah.
Ann? Are you
Well,
in?
I know what I would do. I would sing some
Winter in
Beatles
Florida.
songs because I know every word.
All right.
It's awesome.
What song you would know every word to? Which one?
And I'm already planning on doing a show for y'all at
Good.
Holly.
At Folly, you gonna
What
do a
about
show?
you, Bucky? Would you do a show for us?
No, I can't sing.
It's
What would You
okay.
could do
Well-
crafts for us.
High speed.
Don't
What
know.
about you, Margot? Margot, what would you do?
Margot, I think, is sleeping.
Oh
Okay.
no, Margot is gonna be put in the waiting room.
Let's have a little
And
talent
just
show.
with
Even if
that, can sing the Lollipop Guild song.
Right.
even if
I
five
can't
people are
sing.
there, what would you do?
Let's
would I
hear
do?
that, Bucky Ann. Let's hear the Lollipop Guild song.
No.
don't know
would you
that
do
one.
something,
That's
Carolyn?
easy.
Sure.
We represent the lollipop girl. The lollipop
That's it, we're having a talent
girl,
show.
the
It's
lollipop
decided.
girl.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
In the name of the lollipop girl.
I've been to the theater, guys. I went to the theater.
Finland.
I went to the theater
We
tonight.
welcome you, we welcome you. La 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 la.
I'll sing a song from Annie.
No.
Ellie, you want to sing a song from Annie? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll sing a song from Annie.
Okay. What are you going to sing tomorrow?
Yep. Or maybe.
Why not sing today?
Go ahead, Elle.
I'm gonna surprise you guys.
It already is today. It's not tomorrow. I mean, it already is tomorrow.
My roommate calls me a munchkin, so I
Surprise you guys.
I love you tomorrow. It's only a day away.
sing. It'll be the most scrutinized. Oh, of course.
The Sound of Music, that's another movie I love.
We're going to do
Ooh.
a synchronized, we're at Telecaf, we're doing a synchronized flash mob dance on the beach called the Celebration.
Oh, I love
I
it.
was in a flash.
know.
Yes. I'm
You were in a
down.
flash mob, Bucky?
Yeah, for my daughter's birthday, it started out with just her friend dancing, and then her other friend jumped in, and then she like realized, then all of a sudden her cousins jumped in, then my two sons jumped in, her husband jumped in, and then everyone jumped in, and I was just standing there with my daughter like acting surprised, and then when they did that song Jai Ho from Jai Ho, that one.
Jai Ho! What is that?
Yeah, it's from Slumdog Millionaire. It's from that movie.
Oh, I don't.
And
You know, I
came
never
out,
saw that
all
movie.
of a sudden, I turned and I just looked at it and I went out dancing, and we did the whole, you know how they end the movies, the Indian movies? You do all these moves. So I came out at that part, and then we all finished the whole dance, and we all danced around my daughter, and we pulled her in the center, and we all danced around her. There was about 50 of us.
Wow,
It was-
Okay,
it
I'll
was
sing
really
one
great.
line to one easy song.
that's cool.
Go ahead.
Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be that favorite rose from days gone by? I don't like belting. I would have to belt too much.
It was good, Elle.
Good.
And did it.
But that's an easy song.
She's 40, what is it? And her daddy still calls her babe, and her daddy still calls her baby.
I don't know that
She
song,
walks
guys.
around with a
I
suitcase
sing
in
too
her
loud when I belt. So I could sing tomorrow, but I would be belting it.
Are the people home?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, what
I'll be
is
belting
this?
it up from belting you.
I've got to see Slumdog Millionaire.
What the hell are you doing singing in the middle of the night? Oh, actually, it's not the middle of the night. What time is it by you? It's earlier, right? I forget.
What?
Wait, actually, I better quiet down because I'm going to wake up my son.
It's earlier, yeah.
Dawn, what's
It's
that
early.
flower you have on? Could it be that favorite rose from days gone by?
You did it.
That was good. That was good.
It's a faded rose, right? It's faded
I
rose,
could sing much
right?
better than that.
Yeah.
Much better than that.
I hear ya. I know I can sing good, just not in front of people.
No, I can.
You just gotta sing like nobody's watching, you know?
No, that's just a sample.
No, yeah.
Sample.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
No, it
But
wasn't. Stop
I'm
it.
just giving you a sample.
That wasn't terrible.
No,
My
good.
speed drifter wants to know, does everyone like the Breakfast Club movie?
Yes.
Oh, I love that. Don't you
Forget about
Oh
me.
my gosh, the whole chat heard me. I forgot they were there. Oh, I'm
Elle, we're live.
Oh, we're live.
Yes, we're live.
It's okay.
Oh, that's another movie. We know my kids. and I,
Who
we
sang
know
that?
both
Helen Reddy.
That's so funny.
And my cousin Vinny.
Oh yeah, my cousin Vinny. What
My
is a
daughter and I
ute?
drove over the
What's a
border to
ute?
Alabama just so we could go eat grits and do that whole part. We did the whole thing
Oh.
in the diner.
What is a ute?
What's a ute?
Ute.
Oh, sorry, you the two defendants.
Oh,
Mrs. O'Reilly, and only Mrs. O'Reilly. How many fingers am I holding up? What do you think now about them glasses? Huh?
Is Helen Reddy still alive? Wait, she is still alive, isn't
Yeah, yeah,
she? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I haven't heard anything about her.
Herman Munster was the judge, yes. Yes, he
Yeah.
was.
He died.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Fred Gwynn.
Yes, yes, Fred Gwynn.
Da da na 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 da na 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 na.
Stop asking about the Chinese food. You stick
Why
out
don't you
like a
take
sore
your-
thumb. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hawaii.
there's actually places there that have karaoke.
I love karaoke.
I want to bring a machine. I think my daughter has one because I sang on that one over there. I sang
So then you know your daughter has one.
unless someone brought it over for the party that
Oh.
night. But I think it is. I sang Run Around Sue on it. And, you know that song?
Yeah. I
I one
do.
time sang "Stairway to Heaven."
Helen died.
Oh,
did
Helen
she?
Reddy died?
That's what they say. Did you see my answer about March 2nd? No, I didn't. Snow, let me just say.
At least no one said I sucked.
Well, let's hope everybody would be polite and not say anything like that here. I wouldn't expect anybody to say that. No one would be. We're not mean people. But you didn't
No.
suck. Let me
We're
see.
lovers,
Where
not
did you
fighters.
say something about March 2nd? Can you give me a timestamp would be helpful.
Yeah, someone said we'll have the most scrutinized vacation on the planet.
Oh, look, you have a very nice voice.
Who?
Where is
Lily lady.
Little lady? Little lady. It's a little lady. Let's see. Snow remover. Oh boy, snow remover, you're making me work for this answer. Can you tell me where it might be, snow remover? Oh, on March 2nd. Wow, that's a long time. I hope everything's okay. Well, hopefully everything will be good. We'll pray for you.
That was so nice that she's.
Oh, 2020, Helen Reddy died in Los Angeles. I wonder if it was COVID.
I don't
Could have
know.
been.
Let's see. Oh.
You have a great voice for tap dancing? What is that? What does that mean, Christy? What does that mean?
Oh.
Dementia.
Who has dementia?
That's how Helen Reddy died.
Oh no.
Oh. Remember that song she did? I'm woman, hear me roar.
I am woman.
Yeah.
Hear me roar.
You have a face for a lot of people, you know when like someone has a really great voice and then you're like, wow, that person sounds really, and they're like that's where they go. You have a face for radio. I have a great voice for not singing. Yeah, me too. I do
Yeah,
anyway
my
sometimes.
singing
It's not
ended
good.
in, chorus in 7th grade.
Yeah. I Am Woman. Yes, good song, Linda. We're from the same generation, girl.
Yeah, Snow.
I am strong.
The numbers too big to ignore.
I love you.
Love singing.
That'd be a great karaoke song to do.
God.
I Am Woman.
But I think karaoke will do much better.
We'll see, she has to.
I can't belt it out because there's people here. But I really can sing like finest. I'm really good. Not to be conceited, but I'm good. I sing well.
What, Elle? You're talking so low, I can't hear you. Mm.
I'm holding a.
It's tremendous. I'm just giving a heads up. It is tremendously windy right now. If something should happen and we just go, then you know the internet just went out. But it's wicked windy. Did you just hear that wind and the wind
Yes,
chimes?
I did hear it. I heard it was my kids talking in the TV.
That's
on
what they
it.
say in Massachusetts, right? It's wicked. What do they say? Wicked.
Wicked windy.
Wicked windy.
Yeah.
It's wicked
windy.
windy. That was wicked.
Oh, no, not just wicked. It was wicked windy outside.
Wicked
I
windy.
can't get my weather.
Wicked
Like I
windy.
messed up my ass.
But how do they say it with the accent?
That's wicked windy out there.
Yeah.
Can't get my weather. I screwed up.
I'll help you out. Hold on. I'll get your weather.
The only thing you have to worry about there is a mudslide or an earthquake, right? I don't think you're having either, thankfully.
Well, I want to know what my weather is until Sunday. Please.
Wicked pissa.
How he moves me.
Is you're gonna have a lot of rain coming up, Elle. I'm so sorry to say.
Rain and
Friday.
wind, right? Wind and rain.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. You're gonna have a low of 46. 40 tomorrow.
Wow,
low of
really?
47 on Friday. Yes, this is for where Elle is.
Okay, Friday.
It's gonna be a low
You were
of
singing
47,
in the rain?
a high of 57 rain.
No
Yeah.
more
Cute.
living in paradise, Phil.
Until when, Nicole?
It's gonna rain until Sunday, and you're gonna have on Sunday still a 40% chance of rain. You're gonna have rain all week, girl.
How low is the temperature going to be?
In
I
the
don't like the
40s
sound of it.
low.
I'm from the New York end.
And
Oh.
when is it supposed to start?
It's gonna start like now. Clouds and breaks of sun, cool with showers tonight. It's gonna go down to 46 degrees, Elle.
And it's going to end when?
Yeah, you're gonna have considerable clouds with rain tapering off, but then it's gonna rain for the rest of the day.
And what
Starting
time
in-
is it going to end? What time is it going to end?
It's not gonna end until Sunday.
What time?
We'll take a look. In the
What
morning,
time?
late morning,
Okay.
What time? What are you,
11.
Nicole?
11:45, Elle.
And it's
Christy
gonna be
says
windy.
it's cold and raining in LA. Gosh darn it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be windy, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You walked to Albany one night? Oh, wow. That's close.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nicole. I hope it's
You're
going to
welcome.
snow. We might get snow.
Good for you. Keep it.
Yay.
Don't send it over here. I don't want it. We're
We're-
done.
We're having an ice storm, but I'm at the hotel and I was in a jacuzzi all day.
I know. Look at you.
I saw that, Nicole.
I commented on your pictures.
My kids were in there. They were having such a blast. We were all getting our muscles, and they were in the pool. And
That was
then
nice.
we went out to dinner.
Great.
How does your back
Yeah.
feel? Does it feel better?
It feels so good. I need a jacuzzi
Good.
for my house.
Good.
I need to redo my bathroom. Really good. You'll be here with us sometimes, I hope.
Yeah, my
You know?
son is going to he's going to Florida to spend a week with his father. So
Where are you going?
no, I'm not going anywhere. But my son is going to Florida.
I was going to
for a
say,
week.
because you didn't fill out the calendar to see if you could get to vacation time.
I got approved.
But
I
my
got
vacation's
approved
over,
for
it's just that-
mine.
Yes, Janae got approved for hers.
I got my PTO.
Yeah, I got my 1 day of PTO, yeah.
Yeah. But
have
you
to
had to
go
call
all
in
in.
during the night. You still had to come on the panel at night.
I'm gonna go for a second. I have to move all my electronics over.
Why?
You have to what, Al?
I
Why?
have to move all my electronics over.
Why?
Because my window's here and I want to leave it open a little.
Okay, but don't leave it open all night. Don't fall asleep with it open like video reel says. Do
You
not do
man
that.
hear me snore.
Really? It feels like
Color
17, but it feels
of the
like 3? Ah. That's-
She probably wants to hear the rain, but she doesn't want it to rain on her electronics.
Oh. But it's cold, isn't it? She said she wants to keep the window open with the cold.
A tiny bit open is always nice under the covers. It's cozy.
Yeah.
But you can't fall asleep like that, Elle.
I have
with
to
your
get a
window
small
open.
cracker because I just had my vitamins before and I.
Someone should tell Scooter that you shouldn't fall asleep with the window open because
Did she?
Oh, she loves to have the window open.
Well,
when it's
Well, my room was like a meat locker and not by my own choice or my volition at all. What was it like?
That's why I had to get that quilt that Sharon made.
Yes, I know, and I know.
I was freezing.
I know. That's how I was. That's why I had my big thing, and it's cold. It was like a freaking meat locker.
Oh,
Not
well,
happening
you and
this
I
year. I'm
should
going to
live in
stand
the
my
same
ground.
room.
Well, see, my bedroom's on the second floor, so it's always hot up there. I don't even have heat on up here, but it just travels from downstairs. I always have my window's like a half inch open.
Oh. Tomorrow there's a blizzard warning for Los Angeles. Can you believe it, Christy Love?
Wow. Have they ever had a blizzard there before?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I live in South Carolina.
Oh, puppies.
You know what? I could drive over to that trial, that Murdaugh trial. I asked John if he wanted to go. Now he should want to go because he's very interested in the law. And I said, why don't we drive over and see that trial? And he goes, oh, we'd never get in.
You
I
would.
said, yes, we would. All we have to do
You
is
would get
get
in.
in early and get in line.
You would.
You'd get in.
I could
Yeah, like
find
when the
some-
Johnny Depp trial was going on, remember the lines for trying to get in there?
Yeah.
They would show the lines, they were like, forget it,
Are
20
you-
feet around the block.
Are you really far from where the trial is being held?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not far at all.
Would you do this?
Oh.
Like, would you stand outside when he's coming in and be like, Alex, can you say something for Mommy
Alex!
Ramblings? Would you say that? Would you have a big sign out there?
Yes, I would.
Would you wear a shirt that would say?
I would flash all the Mommy Rambling gang signs. I'd be doing that. I'd
Oh,
be
yes, the
giving
hand signs, yeah.
Oh, Mommy Rambling, here I am, here's your signs.
You get a sign, everybody gets a sign.
If it was
Yes!
if it was still going on when we were in Folly Beach, I would be there like, we could do a flash dance there, and then we really get on the news.
No, we sure would. In our fancy prom dresses.
Yeah. Yep.
Hilarious.
We getting our debutante dresses
Hmm.
are coming out. We could come out.
We would definitely be on the news then.
And some wacky women started breaking out into dance at the Murdaugh Trial today.
And they're too old to be debutantes.
Good nights, come on. We'd be dancing around with shells in our hands.
And what a feeling.
You know when they do the safety dance and they say SSSS, we could have one like MMMMOMM, you know, with the and have the letters.
Yeah, I would do that.
Be fun.
Deborah was born and raised in Los Angeles County.
Yeah. That would be fun.
Oh, that's another thing, Carolyn. Did you hear that John Grisham was
Oh yeah, in the courtroom. And you know who else there is? That guy with that really nice gray head of hair. It was in the documentary on HBO. I don't know who he is. He's some writer. He's a very nice guy. He looks like the kind of guy you just sit up and tell your whole life story to him, and you'd have to. He looks like a very trustworthy guy. Like he almost looks like Keith Morrison, but not quite as much. But probably second in line to Keith Morrison.
Oh,
And he's in the court every day in the courtroom.
now I'll have to look out for him.
Yeah. If you
I
remember the
guess I
HBO documentary, he was in it.
He hasn't caught my
Who
eye
is
yet.
are the
I haven't seen
choreographers?
the
Do you
whole
have a lot of
documentary.
input? Well, no, I kind of found something that we're going to do, and there's a routine where we've already put the routine in a certain place, and people are supposed to be practicing. And if they don't and they look silly, then they just do.
What did you just say? Say that again.
Oh, Rhoda Tillicap asked me about the flash mob dance, like who's doing the choreography. And I said I found one that I really like,
love
and
it.
and put it in our place, and yeah.
Well, it's easy. It's like 5, 6, 7, 8.
Eight, twirl.
Twirl. Where is he?
Oh yeah, you have to practice. What I'm thinking is like I'm not if we all are out on the beach and then slowly one person gets up and like walks to the like closer to the water, and then another person and another person, and then when everyone's there, the last person's going to hit the music and the camera, and then we're just going to go. It has to be perfect. You're right.
What kind of dance did you teach Adventures with Belle? Said I'd love to teach dance again.
Oh yeah, you'd like to choreograph? You'd like to do our dance maybe?
I think that's what she's hitting at.
What do you guys think? Saying Brian Kohlberger had pictures of the victims on his phone.
Oh.
Where are they getting that from, Puddin'? An unknown source again? Where's that coming
Yeah.
from?
There's supposed to be no talk about that.
I'm very disappointed with News Nation. I thought Brian was better than that. Don't do it live, pre-record. Why?
Yeah, tap, country, swing, ballroom. Oh my gosh. I love to dance.
Me too. I used to love to dance, but once I broke my back, that was it for me.
Yeah.
I took tap. I was 39. I was still doing
Really?
tap.
Is that when you started tap?
Yep.
I took
Well,
tap.
no, I mean, I did it as a kid.
Oh, you did, right?
Yeah, and then I didn't
I
do it
still
for
have my.
years.
Did you remember when you got high? Oh, I remember as a kid when we got the high heel tap shoes. We were like hot stuff. High heel tap shoes.
I thought tap was really hard. That was the hardest form of dance.
The time step. Shuffle off to Buffalo. Or case of bloopers. Yeah. You've seen it all over news channels. I don't know what to believe on it. I feel that anything that's coming out is not, there's gag order, so it's all flipping hearsay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm here.
If I put a pain patch on my foot, I could dance again. Your foot hurts you? Guess where I biked today?
Where?
Oh, I was going to do a poll on that. Let me do a poll.
Oh, where you bike?
I'm going to do a poll on it.
Where you
Italy.
I think I heard you.
Italy.
Oh, no, don't say it, because you don't know anything, Mel. I mean, you know, Elle. Don't say it.
Okay, so I'm not in the poll.
You can't. You
What?
can't, because you know.
Okay.
What is the question?
Where did I bike today? Elle was going to answer.
No,
Where
that,
did you bite? I don't know the name.
Bike, B-I-K-E.
Oh, bike. Oh, okay. I thought you said bite.
Oh,
I get Italy, so
okay. I'll put that in the poll for you. Okay.
no.
I'll guess France.
I want to say Arizona. I don't know why. I just do. I know it's not right, but I.
Yeah, I think it's Arizona.
The mayor's
too.
John.
It's
Oh,
not-
what? Oh, they're saying John Grisham wasn't there? Christie's saying that wasn't John Grisham. That's the mayor.
the mayor was there.
Yeah, I think there's some confusion about it.
Everybody was saying John Grisham was there, but I didn't say that.
Yeah,
I
think
didn't.
it's
You all were
I don't
yackling and
think that's
yackling and
verified.
yackling.
Because I heard someone ask one of the commentators and she said, "Oh, I didn't see him. I don't know if he's there." So
He was probably hiding a little.
Is it the mayor of
Pull up a
Walterboro?
picture of what he looks like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is it the mayor of Walterboro?
Whoever
Pull
said
up a
he was
picture
there,
of what Grissom looks like.
whoever saw him, Google him.
That'll end the conspiracy on it.
oh, I know exactly what he looks like.
Did you see him, Janae?
No, I didn't, but I
The mayor
I just
of Walterboro.
heard the rumors.
Who saw him? No one?
Okay,
I'm
I
gonna-
think this is the mayor of Walterboro. I don't know. Is that who we're saying? The mayor of Walterboro?
Yeah,
Oh, the mayor was there. I never said John Grisham was there. Ever.
yeah,
No,
maybe they
that wasn't the guy.
No, that's not the guy. Okay. Who is the mayor of where?
Supposedly he was sitting in front of Buster.
Who is the mayor? Who is the mayor?
Well, that's not John Grisham.
Well, I know that's not John Grisham, but I think that's who the mayor is. Whoops.
Sure, I can imagine he would be there.
Probably friends with him.
Why do you think that? No. Okay, and I'll show the person that's not okay.
Deborah Van Culverden.
Ow.
Culverden. Crazy. She's losing it.
What?
She said he's not the mayor of Munchkin Land. There's John Grisham.
They incorrectly claimed to spot him. It's incorrect.
Yeah.
I never went running with that.
No.
Mm-mm. I talk about the
Everybody's got a
other writer.
look-alike.
Someone will do a book. Oh, certainly there'll be several books.
Several books, of course.
And probably a couple of movies. There'll be a TV movie, like a Lifetime Channel movie, and then there might be one for the big screen.
Remember when OJ did that? He said, the title of the book was, I didn't do it, but if I did it, this is how I would have done it.
Yeah.
And then he told, in the book, he told how he did it.
Jimmy?
I could see John Grisham writing a book on this for sure.
Hold on, I gotta see who's sniffing. One of my dogs is doing this weird. Is that you again?
I've watched a couple of very, very bad movies on the airplane that I've been on lately.
Only do it when you're out the door.
Oh my gosh, thank goodness they were free.
You wanna go outside? Let's go. Why don't you do it when you're at the door?
Good night, snow remover.
Desi just did that. Listen. Desi,
Oh.
yeah.
I gotta stop, my back's killing me.
There's another song that I really love to sing.
Sassy, you look so pretty. You look so pretty,
Yes.
Sassy. You look so pretty.
It's Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. Ain't No Mountain High Enough. Oh my gosh, I love that song.
Baby, there ain't no mountain high
enough. Ain't no valley low enough.
Ain't no river wide
enough to keep me from getting to you, baby.
There you go,
Remember the day.
Good night, Linda Uribe.
Free.
Thank you for coming in. I hope you stay safe, and thank you for the super chat, Linda Uribe. Love you.
From that day on, I made
Good night, Snow Remover. Love you.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to do a Marvin Gaye, Tammy Terrell.
We need to do a karaoke because there is a
Yes.
karaoke.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh my
we
gosh.
do.
Because I love that song so much.
Ain't no mountain high enough. Oh my God, I don't want to get too.
I wonder what the neighbors will be like.
A bunch of people in the chat said they want to do it. A bunch of people in the chat said they want to do it. They can come up on the panel.
Do what?
Oh, that's so fun.
Karaoke. Sing or whatever.
Linda's like, no.
It'll be fun.
I don't think we can sing on Carolyn's channel because she'll have to pay royalty rights or some
No.
darn
That's
thing.
pay me.
We'll say there's no royalty rights.
Well, I don't know what it's called, but it's something about it's
Baby,
like
we have no rights to this music.
We'll
No,
have people waive their rights.
Carolyn has no right to this music.
We'll have
So-
people waive them before they sing.
Pick up on them.
A secret wave before we sing.
Now she's just singing everything we say.
That's
See, we
very
just
bad.
had the secret
now-
wave, right?
The wave's got to be like that.
Sounds good. Oh.
Oh, there's this other song that I like. Go now.
Sing it, Janae.
Go
Sing
now.
it, Janae. Sing it, Janae.
Well, anyway,
Janae, how
Are
come
you
your
taking
picture
the
isn't? How come your picture isn't on?
I would like to know that.
So
Me?
would I.
Are you talking to me?
I am
really
talking to
like
you. Does it sound like I'm talking to you?
Are you talking to me?
Because I'm talking to you.
Not talking to me. I
You
know
No,
where
but
to
taxi
start.
driver, right?
I would like to know where my
Go to
picture
Zoom.
went.
Go
I'd like
to
to know where your
Zoom,
picture
go
went to.
Settings, go to Zoom, go to the left corner, go to Zoom, go to
Oh,
settings.
I know how to do it.
Oh, okay.
My picture is there randomly. I thought Sharon was doing it to me,
Oh, really?
but she's not even here tonight.
Sharon's
so-
in limbo. In
Sharon is without power.
no, she's got power. She's at a friend's house that has power but no internet. Isn't that what happened?
No,
Just wait for
No,
her
she has
vacation
no
from us.
power at her house. None.
Right, but then she went to
Away
a
from
friend's
her
house, I thought.
vacation from
She
us.
went to her friend's house, but she's also worried about her life.
So she went back home?
I don't know if she went back home. I have no idea. I don't think so.
So
I
sad.
hope not. I hope she didn't go back home. I want her to stay where she is.
Sharon, where are you?
We're out of communication with Sharon. Sharon? Report in.
Starting ring.
Oh, look at that.
What?
I know. I don't know why it's growing out of my finger. Looks like a
Look at
duck.
what she has. Look at. Put it real close so we can see.
What the hell is that?
It's a baby duck.
Oh.
It's a rubber ducky, but look
Growing
at
out of
look
my
at- Look
finger.
how tiny it is. Look
Oh.
how-
I love you, Tucky.
Oh, that's so cute. Where did you find
I
that?
love it.
I found him growing out of my finger.
I
Now,
love
where
it.
did you find that?
Growing out of my finger.
No, you did not.
Do you ever see that thing? It's on a thumbnail. You ever see it? It's on YouTube.
Yes.
It looks like a finger. And there's a little like flower shaped thing, and then there's like things coming out of it. And it's do you know what I'm talking about?
Finger points.
No.
No.
It's this
No.
thing. Okay, it looks like a finger. And then it says like they didn't know why this happened to their finger. Like it's one of these stupid videos, okay, that wants you to click. And it looks like this flower shaped thing on somebody's finger. And inside the flowers there's like a hole and there's like a little thing coming out on the finger.
So it's like little holes, right?
Yes, something like that.
And
Yes.
For people, it's supposed to trigger people who have that
Yes.
something mania where they're afraid of holes.
Oh, really? I didn't know there were people that are
Yeah.
afraid of holes. I didn't know
There
that.
are. It's called tricho, trichotillomania or something. But look it up.
But you know
There's
something
a
weird? Like I had a
fear.
dream of like this. I think I had a dream of something like that. And like I look at that and I keep looking at it and I know it's so fake, you know, I know it's so fake. And I keep looking at it. But I don't click on the video. I just look at the thumbnail. And I just find myself thinking so many things. And in a way it's a little bit intriguing to me.
Uh-huh.
Like what? What do you think?
I-
What does it look?
I don't know, because I think had a dream of it, kind of, about it, like that it
So
was
you're
on my, that it was on
secretly
my
like-
finger, that it was on my finger.
Oh my god!
But I know it's not real. I know it's so not real.
Do you have a fear? Do you have a fear?
Not at all.
I
No,
don't either.
not at all.
But
No.
people do. People have a fear of those little tiny holes.
Yeah, but have you seen it, Nicole?
I know what you're talking
It's like
about.
I wish I could find a
don't
picture
know.
of it. Let me see
I've
something if I
never
can
seen
find
that.
it.
I know what you're
Not
talking
enough in this world. You gotta invent stuff.
about.
Ridiculous.
You gotta go. You gotta go now. Go now. Go now.
What was the answer to the poll?
Yeah.
You're right.
Fighting today.
I'm gonna look. Hold on one second.
12% said France.
Oh, I'm sorry.
36% said, 35% said Italy. It's a tie between Italy and Arizona at 35%. We have to wait for the tiebreaker. We need another vote, guys. Can we get one
I
more
know
vote?
what it is. I can say it.
No, you can't say it yet. Because
No,
we're.
Al.
No,
It's
it's not your bike ride, Al.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, let's see. Oh, gosh, you guys just changed. Oh, no, you brought it back again. Okay.
You brought it to Italy.
So, the
37
poll says 37% Italy. And the poll is correct.
Oh my
I
gosh,
went to
really?
Pisa. I went right up to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's beautiful. Saw a lot of it. I have a Leaning Tower of Pisa somewhere over here. My son brought me back when he went there last year. It was gorgeous. Very nice ride.
I thought she said she was having pizza for dinner.
No. Kevin did too, I think.
I want to see that flower now. I need to see that.
I know I need to see it, but listen, don't do what I did. Don't
Why?
try to search it on Google Images because
I
you will
won't.
come on with some really vomit-inducing things. I've got to find next time I see it on YouTube, and I see it often. I see it often on YouTube for some reason.
The chat knows you well, and there's 111 people in here. Make a wish.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I made a really
all
good.
of our admirers are here.
Aww,
The ones that love us.
all of our friends.
Let's do some trivia.
I need to see this hole first.
I know,
Ella
I'm
has to
trying.
see this thing. We have to. Are you on YouTube? Are you on YouTube, Elle?
No. Should I get on?
Yeah, you gotta look at this thing.
Okay.
I'm trying to find it. I probably won't find it now.
Ooh, I keep touching my finger, like.
I know, because I think I kind of feel
Because
like I have it on there,
thinking
but
about it.
I have no idea what you guys are even talking about.
I know what she's talking about.
Wait, are we searching? Where are we looking at?
I'm trying to find that thumbnail that always comes up when I'm on YouTube.
Okay.
Where are you, Nicole? Are you in the lobby?
No, I'm just sitting I'm laying in the bed.
Well, you do.
From
Where's
one bed
everybody
to
else?
another.
Asleep?
From one bed to another. These are the days of our lives.
Are the family asleep?
No, they're all awake. They're all just hanging out, doing their thing. They're all on their phones.
Oh.
Yeah, but they're next to me, so hey.
I was going to go to a cricket live class tonight. I wonder who would have been in it from YouTube.
Oh, jeez.
But I didn't go, and then Kevin was like trying to shame me into going, and I was like, look, I can go next month if I want to go, but he was still trying to shame me about it.
That's why I called it Kevin Dark 30.
When's the last time you used the Cricut?
Probably a month ago. I've got to use it
Day
more.
before yesterday.
Whatever happened to that bottle cutter you had?
I know. I was just thinking of bringing that to the beach because I was just washing bottles today, and I thought, wow, that would be fun. Cut bottles at the
Wouldn't
beach.
it? Is it huge though and dangerous? That's
No.
the number one question.
Well, Jimmy always tries to make it seem dangerous, but
Well, it was scary. I remember you guys doing.
well,
the
because he
tutorial.
made it scary. My sister got that as a little kid's present once. You know, we were tough kids. They had that. They gave that to kids. bottle cutters. and-
Remember, like the uranium science kit in the 50s? So those
No.
kids- there really was. It's vintage. There's some
Oh,
kid
whoa.
that's like,
That's
it's
not
worth a
bringing
lot of
that
money.
up on us.
I can't find that finger growth. Let me see finger.
Oh, God, his finger grows.
I
Come
got
on.
this-
Oh, I found
How
it.
do
I found it. Oh gosh. Okay.
See, it does bother you a little bit.
It does. It does. But in a way, it intrigues me. I don't know why. Okay.
Yeah, me too. I know what you.
She,
All right.
she secretly likes creepy things.
But I've never watched the video. I've never watched the video. Okay. Let me see how I'm gonna. I have a screenshot of it, so I've got to put
Just
this on something and
flash
bring it
it.
over. Let me see.
Oh, look
Oh, I know how to
real
put it
quick.
on. I know what to do. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm gonna do this. See, I want to keep looking at it. And there's two different views, but it's almost the same. All right.
How do I share screen on my phone?
I don't know, but you can't share anything right now. Because I'm going to throw something up there, and then we're not going to see the finger thing that we've been waiting to see.
We've been waiting to see it.
Throw
We
it up
need-
there, and then Aunt Rose has a question
Okay.
about her membership.
Oh, okay, and hang on 1 second. Okay.
I'll mute because I hear the TV, but I need to do something quick.
All right. Hang on.
This Poshmark thing, I gotta turn off these notifications.
Oh, I don't have them on. I don't like notifications.
Oh my god, it's popping up every second.
Oh,
No, I don't like that either.
Follow me on Poshmark.
I have it so that my phone won't let notifications through past midnight.
oh, that's a good one.
I need to teach myself how to do that.
Yeah, you just gotta go in the settings on your phone. Notification settings. I have it. It goes silent from midnight till 8 o'clock in the morning.
You said you have a Poshmark account, right?
Yes.
You first started, did you just start getting so many followers? It was crazy. Like it was like one person after another.
Yeah, because when it first asks what the styles you like what are your favorite brands, that does something. People who have that brand, they sort of, it leads them to you. Somehow, I don't know. And then everything that you list, every brand that you list, like if you list Prada, everybody who likes Prada, they suddenly are following you. I don't know if that's what
Watch
I'm
out if
for.
you're squeamish. It's
I
not really
have
squeamish.
almost 2,000 already, and I only started putting stuff up the day before yesterday, 3 days ago.
Yeah, it goes fast. Did you put it on yet?
Trying to
No.
make it come on. It's
Big screen, right?
it'll be there in a second. Here it comes.
Okay, close your eyes if you don't want to see what we're about to see.
Okay, I see nothing.
It's not real, please keep that in mind. At least I don't think it is.
Oh, some kind of trickery.
Some kind of, I don't know, or some kind of fungus. Yep, that's what it is. That's exactly right. That's
And
exactly
do you
what
see that on YouTube all the time? I see it
trichotillomania.
all the
It's
time.
called, it's a fear of holes, and people, they do that.
But why would
It's
they
not-
want to do that if it's a fear of holes? Why would they click on it?
Because people can't, some people like that.
Can anyone see it yet?
Some
That
people,
looks like a cartoon.
some people would like to think about popping those things out.
Right.
Wait, is it on?
And I think I had a
Yeah.
dream, like
Yeah,
I had that on my
yeah,
finger. I don't know whether it was after I saw that I dreamt about it.
Is it on?
I can't
Yeah,
get to the
fuck the
chat.
show.
I can't get back to
Is
the
it on?
chat. Yes.
Yes,
I can't see it.
I can't either. I see
Oh.
Carolyn.
You've got to look on
it'll
YouTube.
pop up. It'll pop up.
That looks like photoshopped, cartoonish.
Nope, I don't get it.
It
Can't
looks
see
like
it.
bot flies, little lady said.
Bot
bot
flies?
flies. They squeeze them out of the dogs all the time. I watch those videos.
Oh, really?
I like
Yeah.
it a lot.
What are bot flies?
They're,
That's gross.
like in Africa, they don't usually wear shoes, so the people walk on the ground and they lay their larvae in people's skin and the dog's skin, and then they'll have like hundreds of these botflies, and you have to take them to the vet, and that's what the videos I've watched, they just pop them out.
Yeah.
But it leaves all holes in
Yeah.
their skin when they're done. Like
So
some
you
dogs,
have
they
to-
end up dying because
Yeah.
there's too many holes.
There's a lot of. You
I
have
can't
to-
get back
you
to the
have
chat.
suture.
Okay,
Just look up botfly.
all right, but I can't get back to the chat. I can't do anything. My computer's locked up. It doesn't
I
like.
can't see anything, of course.
Hell.
Yeah, see, botfly.
Al, that's
I'll
not
show
the
you
attitude.
Yes,
I'll show you later, okay, Al?
yes, mommy. Yes, mommy. I can't see it.
Oh,
Can't see anything. It's always me. Why me?
Right?
It's not fair. Nicole can see it. It's not fair. Linda can see it. It's not fair.
When they take the dog's skin, they squeeze it, and all those white things pop out.
Oh,
They're
God.
like white worms.
In a weird way, I'd like to see it.
I
But
do
I don't
too.
want to, yeah.
Like,
But I don't
Yeah,
want
I've
to.
watched like 50 films of it.
I know, it's
I don't
weird.
like
I don't want to
it.
see it, but in a weird way. I
Yeah.
might want to see it
I've watched it.
in a
I
weird
like
way.
that stuff.
I am
Just-
even shocked that you take it this far, Carolyn, because as
That's just
squeamish as you are,
I don't know, but I see that thing. It's always on. It's
She
it's
wants to
always
get those
on.
things out of it. She wants to get it
video-
out.
I think I had a dream that was on my finger.
She wants to
That's why when I just said to you, this duck is growing out of my finger.
She just wants to pop them out.
Listen, there's a video. It's called Human Body.
The villagers have them on their feet.
God.
How come you guys know all about this? Yuck, 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 yuck.
There's 200 ticks on the back of this kid's neck.
Oh, stop it!
no,
No.
we won't go there. We will not go there.
Stop.
Ticks on human, it's called.
And they take them all out? They take them all out?
It's off, Deborah
Yeah,
Vancouverton.
they're putting some kind of liquid on, I guess, which is alcohol, and they're gonna use
It pops them right off.
they're striking them off.
How did he get so many on his neck?
I don't know. There's at least 200, if not 300. I don't know how many. I've never seen anything like this in my life. They're those big ticks, the really big ones.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
They won't. It's very crazy. It's in the truth shit.
Hey, don't curse. You're not allowed to curse on here, Linda.
Oh, and the site is
The site of it
2
all.
Pets is where they're taking the bot flies out of the dogs. They
Yeah,
just-
well,
You just squeeze them like you're squeezing a pimple, and they pop right out.
Yeah, just like long worms. Like,
Yeah, thank you. Got it.
The
I
little
watch
lady,
the
you're
pimple
you're
pop all
encouraging
the time.
him.
She operates and takes out the cysts and stuff.
Mm.
No, I will not be picking it up.
I had only a
come
very
on, Carol,
small period
find
of
a
time.
buddy to watch these things with.
Yeah,
The poor dog has thousands of these frickin' botflies all on him.
You know, can you put on tonight the beginning part of that Murdaugh show?
No, because I haven't seen the third part.
yeah, I either. I need to watch the third part.
You fell asleep too before the third part?
I watched the whole thing. You fell asleep.
How? I fell asleep again. You know what was really bothering me?
So did I.
I was going, wait, I've seen this part. I've seen this part. I've seen this part. And I must have fallen asleep.
Good.
You probably fell asleep at the exact same part as last time.
I fell asleep at the end.
What have you seen? Any
Oh,
of the
Anne Rose had a
parts,
question
Linda?
about her membership. What was your question, Anne?
Oh, she wanted to know, how do I tell how long my membership lasts?
Being perks.
She says, I want to keep it.
Oh, then just renew it.
You'll get a notification.
You'll come in here one night and you won't be green anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens to me.
Yeah. We'll have to keep yelling at you, Carolyn. Make sure you stay awake. Anne Rose is a coward. Little lighty. It's horrible. Look, I don't know if I want to watch the video. I only have a very small period of time when I was watching that. And I felt my daughter said to me, "What are you watching?" And she thought it was so. And then later on, then she started to watch all this gross stuff that I'm like, "Stop that."
Well, it's interesting. Some people see that picture and they want to pop those things out. I want to get them out.
Yeah, especially for these, it's a little shepherd puppy and they're squeezing them out of the puppy's feet.
They're helping.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, they
They're
save
helping.
the dog's lives.
They saved the dog's life by doing that.
Do those holes fill in?
No, they have to use a polymem bandage and probably an antibiotic in there.
No, but I
They
mean,
have-
once they pop them out, is it heal?
Yes, it will heal.
Oh.
It will heal, but there's like dents and scars.
Yeah, they'd have to put suture it, and they'd have to put an antibiotic and like a polymem band-aids to keep it from becoming infected. Or if it's on the dog's foot.
Yeah.
I gave Sassy such a cute little haircut and a new sweater and everything.
That's just it. I mean, we don't really have that here. It's in other countries.
Still have to buy
I'm
the
grateful that there are vets over there that take care of these animals and get them out. It's important.
I forgot to do
Let
something I
somebody
had to
do
do.
it, you
Hold on a
know?
minute. There was something I had to pull the trigger on over here for something.
Yeah, he just popped like 6 of them right in out of one pad.
So you know what I think about though? If everybody thought it was gross, then nobody would do it. Nobody would
Yeah.
save the dog's life. You know, that's
Right,
not everybody thinks it's gross.
right.
Hmm.
That's just it. I mean, people get this too. Because they
I
walk
mean,
around
do
barefoot
take
and it
them
goes in their
because they're
feet.
gross.
You have to have a call-in, you have to have a call-in.
It's a calling to do that, to take care of things that can't take care of themselves, you know?
It's like one of those things, you know, you look at a car accident, but you want to look away, but you keep looking.
Yeah, I
do
see.
look
It's
away,
sort of
I
like that.
don't look.
You're like disgusted by it and it upsets you, but you still look.
Well, you
don't
wanna
know.
make
Calling
sure-
to be a nurse, to be an EMT, to be a doctor.
Yeah, I think you look because you want inside, you want to make sure the person's okay. I mean, that's
Yeah.
like, that's for me, you know, if I worry about, I don't know. I worry about things that are sometimes beyond my control. I have to remind myself that I can't.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Of course.
No, that's not what I want. Hold on a minute. This just did it wrong again. Hold on a second. I just had to do something over here.
Well, they popped out about 50 out of this one foot.
Poor thing.
Poor little shepherd puppy.
Hopefully he's okay, you know?
The chat
Yeah.
doesn't like this conversation.
Who does that?
The chat.
Chat.
No, neither does Janae.
Neither does me. Got a problem, seek help.
Cordylobia anthropodia. That's what it's called.
Oh.
I think it's
But
Well,
like I was saying before, I watch Pimple Pop all the time.
Yeah.
I love
great.
that show.
I've seen it online, but a couple of them, not too many. I get, you know.
My daughter is a surgical vet tech, and she really is. She just doesn't say she is. She really is. And a few times she sent me a picture and she'd say, "Look at the surgery we did today, Mom. We amputated this dog's leg." And I go, "Don't you ever send me pictures like that. I cannot do it."
Oh, see, it's over now. The puppy's all happy and good.
Yeah, that's what matters. See, it
Okay, I'm
does
back
take a
now.
special person, doesn't it?
Yeah, but
Sorry,
it
I had to go
doesn't
do
bother
something.
her. And like you said, Nicole, she thinks of all the good that that is coming from it. That's saving that dog's life, you
That's the
know.
most important thing, and that's the reason for doing these things that are gross to most people, but they have to be done.
Well, it's the same thing
Yeah.
like with surgeries. If everybody was squeamish about surgery, nobody would operate and everybody would die.
Yeah.
So somebody's got to be able to
Yeah,
do
you
it.
need surgery, but I can't do it. Sorry. I'm not that person.
But it's amazing.
But,
that they're
but you're a doctor. Yeah, but I'm squeamish. Sorry. Can you imagine, right?
If
So
I
did
take
anybody-
it off of you, you're gonna feel it.
Ugh.
Did anybody
my
hear
God.
anything about that news team that
Keep
was
that in
killed?
mind.
The what?
The news team that was killed in Florida.
No, I
Anything
didn't.
new on
No,
them?
it wasn't. Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. It was a 9-year-old girl. I think her mother, 1 or 2 news crew members, and it was because there was a shooting, and then it extended out
They
there.
got killed first, the girl and the mother, right?
I don't know really. I don't know.
It showed the guy today that killed them. He was very young.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday.
Oh, okay.
He was 19
I
years
must have
old.
missed it.
Been ruining his whole life, his whole teenage years.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. He's alive. Yeah, they're dead. You did wound care for your husband? Yeah. Wound care.
Yeah, when it's something that you have to do it, you know?
I had to do it for my son. He had 1st, 2nd, and 3rd degree burns from a cup of coffee.
Oh.
And he was only 1 year old. And when he came home, he was in the hospital for 6 weeks. When he came home, I had to change his bandage every single day.
Yeah.
And I had to rip it off and let it rip the skin off, because if you leave it on, it gets leathered, the skin. So I would have to clean it. And that was like the worst thing I ever had to do. It was a nightmare. My father would help me, and he'd end up taking over because I would be hysterical crying while I was doing it.
You know what? They are looking for a 2-year-old Florida boy. They're looking live right now. I see, and this little boy
Oh,
that's
no.
missing in
God.
Florida.
Oh,
He was kidnapped?
Let me see. Here's this picture.
It's
Yeah.
Arlo's age.
It is Hernando County. Joshua J.J. Rolland. He has not been found despite extensive search with horses, drones, helicopters, canines, ATVs, and at least 50 first responders. His mother last saw him around 10 a.m. and this was, let's see,
Poor
Thursday
baby.
morning. Okay, so
He looks
Thursday
like
morning.
my grandchild.
I hope they find him. I mean, there's been good outcomes. Sometimes they find them. I don't know. Hope they find him
Huge.
What,
alive.
Did he just walk
Well,
out of the house? Or?
Let me see. His mother last saw him 10 a.m. and a witness reported seeing him playing in his backyard in Brooksville. We don't know if he's on the move or maybe hunkered down somewhere and is hiding, fell asleep, playing with some animal. We don't know. It was reported that he walked out the door while Mom and he were sleeping. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh God,
Yeah.
he has the same hair. He looks like my
Maloney
grandchild.
said there are several
Oh,
barns and other
Linda,
structures
Don't get upset, honey.
which is surrounded by trees and a brush. The woods here are so very thick, so people who live in this area can check their property. Hope they find him.
How does he get out of the house? Don't you lock the door?
No,
No,
the
we're
kids can
south-
do a
so
lot of
south
things.
Palazzo.
My son was able to get out, and I
Yeah.
even got like a hotel thing, and he would take a sneak
Yeah,
his father's
they- yeah.
sneaker and throw it up at the loft.
Kids
until
can
it
do
popped it
amazing
the right
things.
way.
Yep.
But
That's, you
lock
never.
the door tight,
Yeah,
so
but
you
you
can't get out of the house.
can still happen. Accidents,
they still
things like
can
that
do it.
happen. There's freak things
They'll
that
move the
happen.
chair over to it so they could reach, and they still get out. I used to have to harness my son into his crib to keep him in the crib, otherwise he would take off and disappear.
Can't you make it too hard for them to walk out of the house?
I had 4 locks on the door. How many more locks could I put on it?
Too high to reach.
Yes, he would take off his father's
took a
shoe
chair.
and throw his father's shoe at it and keep hitting it until it would pop it off.
Wow.
He knew how to do it.
Anne has a question. She wanted to know what you did before true crime. On your channel was always true crime, right? But you were a blog writer, right?
No, well, yes, because my blog was my main thing that I did, and so I just used YouTube to supplement my blog articles where I would post some videos. But I wanted to do true crime. I talked about true crime. I remember talking about Dear John and stuff. But I didn't think, nobody was ever really saying anything. And then once the first time I made a true crime video, it just went like gangbusters the next day, and that was the end of the story. Let me see here. So a little boy.
Anyone think you should be sleeping till 10 o'clock when you have a 2-year-old?
What?
Does anybody think you should be sleeping till 10 o'clock when you have a 2-year-old?
Yes,
wish I
Mary
could've.
Ann, I understand.
She said they were sleeping. How do we know they slept until 10 o'clock? And what if he has a different schedule? And she doesn't have other kids.
It says the mother and the son were sleeping till 10 o'clock.
Okay.
My kids used to get up in the summer around 10, 11, sometimes noon. But it
And
just
the mother should be up. The mother should be up because the kids might get up and they can get out of the house. I mean, I don't understand how the kid got out of the house.
It happens, Al. There's been tragic accidents even around here. A little kid got up during the night and took a walk and died in the snow. No parent wants that to happen.
It's just so scary. I don't know.
It's hard when they happen, but these things happen,
There's a freak accident. There's a lot of parents that can tell you that there's a time their kid got out yeah, I mean, it's scary as
My nephew
heck.
got out. My father lived there, and they got out. They were both awake. He got out and went halfway, a mile down the street. They didn't even know how he got down the street so fast.
My son did the same thing, and I went inside to make the bed, and my husband was making a pot of coffee. And then I came into the living room, and I was like, "Where's Dominic?" And he was like, "I thought he was inside with you." I was like, "No, I was making the bed." And I look outside, and I see an ambulance down the block, because I lived on a dead end.
Mm-hmm.
Right at the cross street, I see an ambulance, so I go flying out of the house, running down, and there's the ambulance driver holding my son. Not because anything happened to him, but he was driving down the street and saw my son in his feety pajamas standing in the middle of the street.
Yeah, happens.
So he just pulled over and picked him up and was holding him, and he said, "I just didn't want him to get hit by a car."
Thank God.
And that was it. After that, I double harnessed him to his bed, from either side, because if you just do one side, he would be able to climb out, and then he'd be dangling out of the crib. So I had to harness him left and right. He could lay flat on his back or on his stomach, but he couldn't climb out.
That Joan Crawford did that. Is that where you learned that, Bucky?
Wow.
That's what I
See, and it brings us back to Mommy Dearest. A lot of times this happens.
Do you
We'll
remember
go
years ago-
all the way around, like 90 different topics, and then something will bring us back, all the way back.
There was this
Yeah.
woman, this
Mommy
couple,
dear.
they got in trouble for chaining their 14-year-old to her bed. And they got into so much trouble, and they made such a big deal about it. I probably was like anyone with a child like mine and like hers would understand. That was their problem. They would go to bed, and the kid would get up. She was 14, she'd get up and disappear. So they chained her to the bed so that she couldn't escape and go wandering out in the streets in the city in the middle of the night. But they got in trouble for it, and it's like, well, would it have been better to let her wander the streets in the middle of the night?
But was it,
And when you have a special child, they don't listen, they don't understand danger, and no, you can't do that. They just do what they want to do.
yeah,
Especially-
was she treated well otherwise? I mean, that girl?
Yeah, I think she was treated fine, but I think they just felt that it
Was it a
um,
harness, or I mean, like chains?
I don't actually know. I think it was a chain,
Oh.
because the harness she would have been able to get off. She was 14, so they
But
had to chain her in.
that sounds kind of scary.
But I get what I had a friend that had a special child like that would always get out. no matter what. Windows had to be locked
Mhm.
with bars, and they had to have like triple locks on their door.
Mm-hmm.
But the kid would still get out. So I don't know what you would do in that situation. I've never been in that situation, but I can't even imagine.
Because that's just it. I mean, a lot of those kids can't even talk, but they have smarts in other ways, and they can. I don't know. We used to call him Houdini because no matter how hard we tried, he would escape, no matter what we did.
Walking through the city is not a good idea. It is not a good idea
Mm-mm.
to be walking
not.
through New York City, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not safe.
Not now. Years ago it was, but I wouldn't go to the city now.
Crazy.
Nothing but stabbings and pushing people on subways and shootings.
Things have gotten bad.
Mm-hmm. The DAs have to get tougher. They're letting all the criminals out.
It says he wandered away from his home between 10 and 11 a.m. And that
Hi,
the
Foxy
parents,
and the Bonksy.
the parents were sleeping between 10 and 11 a.m. And that he wandered away then.
What's like? And I told you.
Was it?
I told you. You have to do what I said. It's not meant for all ears.
Now, did the kid leave? Was it a house or an apartment that he left from?
Sounds like a house in a rural area. Nothing has been ruled out yet.
And they don't. There's there's
hints. But it's good news, very good. That's that. I can tell you. Extremely good.
What?
No, I'm just. No.
Oh.
She's talking to someone in the chat.
Oh.
No, no.
I was going to say they found it.
Oh, I'm
Very
hoping.
They
blessed.
found it?
My kids didn't escape
No.
like that.
That's just it though. Now, did the kid really escape, or it's like that other couple? You saw that other couple that
Right.
kid in the
Well,
well?
yeah, that was like Simon, Leilani Simon, but okay, she said that, yeah, but, I don't know that, hopefully there's no foul play, and hopefully they find him, because there was that other, remember, like, a few years ago, there was a little girl or a little boy with red hair, he spent the night in the forest in, was it some part of Georgia or something, they found him the next day, then another one in Texas, where he was
Yeah.
missing for maybe 1 or 2 days, like a 3-year-old, and was found alive and well.
Worried
then,
about
yeah.
Florida,
I hope he's
body of the water and gators.
Yeah,
you
I'm just
know?
hoping, hoping that he's found okay. Oh, scary. So sad.
I don't know why they stopped the search. Maybe because it's nighttime.
They didn't stop the search. There's people searching live right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
And what state is that in?
Florida.
Everything happens in Florida.
At least it's still warm there if the kid's out. I don't know.
Yeah, let's hope so. All right. Well, I think we're gonna say good night. Good night. Good night for the night.
Good night.
And
Good night,
see
everyone.
you tomorrow.
Good
I'm going to
night.
start with
See you
those true
tomorrow.
crime stories. I'm still finishing the writing of the one on Megan. It's just been so crazy with the trial and everything. It's hard to do everything out, but I'm going to get that done. All right. Love you guys. God bless. Prayers for all that need 'em. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Love
Do
you.
we need to do Zoom, Carolyn?
Oh, yeah. I've got to do a new Zoom.